sound like.
That's pretty good. You don't even need a voice changer.
Welcome everyone to D&D on Friday nights. This is chapter 3 of Devils in the Details. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for joining us. Sans Kevin, wherever he is, hopefully everything is fine. You guys will see that he has a sir not appearing in this episode because we don't know where he is. Maybe he'll show up at some point, no one knows. I'm Jayso, the DM, and who else is joining me on this fine Friday evening?
Hello everybody, I am Bailey and I play Kama Tycoon, the Tiefling Bard, College of Eloquence.
Hey everybody, it's Luke. I'm playing Raphael, Asimar, Inquisitor, Witchfinder, Errant. That's a bard/warlock in common parlance.
It's no Kevin, so I guess I'm up next. My name's Brian or Slim. I'll be playing Cassius. Sadly, I'm just stuck here, invisible, alone, praying.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Kyle. I'm playing Obi Shalom. I am best bodyguard in Halcyon. I stopped it. I lost it. I was thrown off by that. I play Obi's.
I'm turning the stream off.
Good night, everybody.
Damn it, Kevin.
Oh shit, it's my turn. I'm Amanda. Sorry. I play Alloy. There we go. Keep it nice and simple.
Hey, everybody, I'm Nick, and I play Fit Maxworth at your service, Gloomstalker Ranger, and the best salesman in the entire Twixt.
Oh shit.
Have you heard about our Feywild and Feywild Ascent?
Sorry, I just realized that our stealth-based ranger is the loudest person in the group.
He is indeed.
Thanks for noticing me.
Okay,
I love you.
As always, I want to give a big shout out to the campaign character art that was done for us by the awesome Peachy Yuri. Go check her out over on Twitter and whatever other social stuff she may have linked to that. Give her some love because all of the art is amazing. And I also want to give a quick shout out to Iruichi, who did some of our NPC art. Thank you so much for that. Go check them out over on Twitter. Give them a follow, give them some love. I really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to all of the new Twitter followers. There are way too many to name, so we'll skip that. Quick, just some housekeeping stuff. Thanks, Queen Gore, for the raid over the past 2 weeks since we skipped the last session because we had a couple people out. Too many to want to do a session with. Kevin may join us at some point, I don't know, hopefully. So we have quite a few announcements. Thanks, Orc from Mork, for the sub, follow, and the bits. I really appreciate all of the support. Thank you so much. Thank you, Red Snow, for both following and being the giveaway winner from last week. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Eskimo, Ian Flat, Mark Dimitri, Peter Amthor, Ruin Keep, Lunar Haunting, Trident Games, Guild Superior, Nightwings, Oxfighter, Knight of the Bantam, LXKBW, XXX, FTY, XXX, Goldenick, Assimilate, I love that name, Superman PC Gamer, Look at You, Progrestinate, GIDCS, Not Psionic, Cornell, Mechaman JC, Icy Dragon Breath, Collusion, Jessim Handler, KCP Lies, I don't know how you say that one, Rain Harlock, Neo Soul God, and Guard of the Dead for following. Thank you everybody so much for all those follows. We have over 250 followers here on Twitch now. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoy the content here and have not yet, hit that, smash that follow button, go ahead and do it. I really appreciate it. And also turn on notifications for when we go live too. Big thank you, as always, to Lazy Vengeance for being our Patreon member. Also, I have a Patreon now. If you guys want to go check that out, just go to patreon.com/GAWD_mode. There's a whole bunch of cool things that's there. All kinds of cool swag in terms of merch, a Patreon-only campaign. All of the tiers include a digital guidebook for our homebrew games that happen in our homebrew world. So go check that out. There's a whole bunch of really cool stuff over there. Also, just various benefits like early YouTube videos, Discord benefits, cool stuff like that. On this channel, we use Twitch channel points. So as you guys are watching, even if you're just lurking, you're building up your Twitch channel points. You can get cool stuff like +1 to anybody's roll. curios, which are like single-use consumable magic items for any of the players, and then new rewards like Karma's a Bitch to pass the Karma coin, market volatility to make the stock market minigame we have in our game go up and down, and a bullion package for anyone who may find themselves very sad when I go over the results for this exchange round.
Oh, I can't wait.
If you guys give the channel a follow and haven't done so already, you get an immediate boost of channel points, so go ahead and do that if you'd like. And you get boosted points if you're a subscriber. So we also use stream stickers, and Bay was slapping a couple of her own stickers that she made as character art for all of our characters. Thank you so much for that chibi art, Bay. Those are channel specific stickers if you're a subscriber, but there's global stickers if not. And the global stickers, I do have them costing a very small amount of bits now, but as I always want to mention, that is because there's a progression sticker reward for each of you. So as you spin your stickers, you'll get cool animated stickers by spinning a certain amount of bits, and the more bits you use towards the stickers can help the channel here unlock more room for custom sticker slots that we'll use for cool custom stickers. So if you guys want to use your bits, I would suggest posting stickers. Don't just toss bits at me. Slap some stickers on the screen. D&D Beyond, we use that plugin, so if you mouse over the screen, you can see the little icon for D&D Beyond and mouse over that and see most of our characters' information. There are some that may, for whatever reason, may just keep theirs off of the stream, but that will be probably figured out later on in the campaign. But you can view a lot of details of the other PCs that we have in here so far. Let me see here. Oh, I did want to do a new rule, so not this session, but at the beginning of next session, whoever is in possession at the very beginning of the stream, whoever's in possession of the Karma coin, it will randomly move to a player. So that could be you again, it could be somebody else, and that's just to keep the coin moving, just in case, you know, for whatever reason, if it's just a situational thing where that person didn't get to use it or forgot about it, it can maybe change hands and be used more next time. So no inspiration, we use the Karma coin rules. We have the exchange round stuff that we'll go over. And yeah, let me go ahead and do our intro video, and then we'll do the exchange round, and then we'll jump in. We'll do some rolling for the what happened last time. So let me roll our intro video real quick.
Can we talk?
So, guys, why don't we figure out how much, in terms of bullion, you made from the last exchange round we did half a month ago?
Already dreading this. Time
So-
to lose the rest of my bullion.
Let's just go by company here. So first off, we had Bay and Obies, or I should say Karma and Obies, threw in some of their bullion into Mysticorp, even though they saw that it was going to potentially fall as predicted by the forecast. As the time passes on and you're watching the flip tables throughout the various areas on these panels in Halcyon proper, you guys see the results. The forecast was in fact correct. And Mysticorp did end up with a value of 3 thus having your investments. So OBs, your investments drop from 4 down to 2. Karma's, yours drops from 6 down to 3.
Shit's rigged.
Acceptable.
And you guys don't have to adjust these values. I'm basically going to just grab the totals from everyone and put them back down in this bottom space here with the new values so that you can reinvest here at the end of all of this. So I have everyone's totals here so you don't have to sit there and readjust every time I announce this stuff. It seems like a lot of people threw in for Omega Acoustics, seeing that it was going to hold steady, and I think last exchange round, the hold steady actually had a pretty high number, and everyone made a little bit of a wealthy gain from it.
Last time Omega Acoustics lost money on a rise, it lost money.
Oh, okay. So it must have been Mysticorp, I think, that was at hold steady and actually got a bump in it. So this time, Omega Acoustics was forecasted to hold steady. The values wouldn't change. A lot of you said, fuck it, let's throw in for it. And in fact, after putting on a raucous concert in the Lux section of Halcyon, their stock did indeed rise from a number of different businesses wanting their acoustic equipment, thus getting a 7 value, doubling everyone's profits. Monifa goes from 7 to 14. OBs, your 12 goes to 24. Vip, your 3 goes to 6. Cass's 10 goes to 20. Karma, your 6 goes to 12. Alloy, your 12 goes to 24. Finally, there is Voidistries that everyone seeing the forecast was amounted to rise through in for that one as well. The Voidistries unfortunately had some delays in some of their deliveries, and thus their stock fell some, not by much, getting a value of 5, but it did indeed fall some. And because of that, everyone's value is going to drop a little bit. Basically, going to.
I don't like these projections, Jason.
3 quarters.
None of the time.
Well, there was some. There was some interesting ups and downs, perhaps during the arbitration that may have adjusted some of these values. OBs, your 9 goes down. Basically, this is going down to 3 quarters of its value. 9 goes to 7. Vip, your 2 goes down to 1 just because you can't have a 0 value in any of this. Monifa's goes from 4 to 3. Raphael, your 4 unfortunately goes to 3.
Okay.
Karma, your 6 goes down to 4. And Alloy, your 15 goes down to 11. So I'm going to just basically grab your tokens here and flip them around, and I'll give you your new value that you can punch in for each of your things. I'm just gonna kind of just grab one of everybody's here. I guess Monifa's just gonna have to hold on to hers.
Here, I'll just move my 1 stack of 3 down, I guess.
So the totals go as thus. Raphael, you are unfortunately in last place with 3, but the session or campaign is still young. Also, you can beg the chat for bullion package. Also, thank you, Nickusburger, for the
last week.
thank you, Nickusburger, for the +1 to Nick. He can use that for any role he wishes to use it for. So thank you so much.
Somebody gave him bullion package. Please,
oh,
chat.
Nice.
Please give me a bullion package. I will do whatever you.
Don't fucking give her shit.
Raphael, give me a D4 roll, and you will get that many pieces of bullion.
Yay! Back up to the original 4. Thank you, though.
And yeah, Luke, that was even. It just went to 3 quarters of what you had, so the 4 goes down to 3. But you're back to 4 now, so. Hey, it really matters when you're that low. So, the more the better. It's exponentially better to have more when you're below 10. So that puts Raphael still last place, but now with 4 instead of 3. Vip, you are second to last with 7, but certainly gaining some from where you were previously. Monifa is in third from last with 17. Karma, you are. Let me see here.
He gave him more. Chat.
Yes, Luke. Yes, there was some ups and downs.
Fuck you, Voidistries. Fuck you.
Karma,
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah,
Gooseface,
that's for you, Karma.
Thank you, Gooseface.
Oh, wait. So, Gooseface, you're giving Raphael some? Is that correct? Some more, and then Karma some too?
That's how I read it.
That's
Okay.
what it looks like.
So,
Let's-
give me another D4 roll Luke and another D4 roll Bay.
Fucking let's
Alright.
go. Fucking gimme.
Oh yeah.
Ah, I literally doubled my entire portfolio with that. Thank you. What a peach y'all are.
Okay, that changes things just a little bit here. That puts let's see. That puts Vip in last place with 7. So go ahead and mark that down for mark these down on your tokens here now. That puts you still with 7, although in last place Vip. Raphael, you just inched forward with that bullion package. Thank you so much, Gooseface. Now you're at 8. Munifa with 17. Karma just bumped up, was behind Cassius who had 20, now is in front of him at 23. So Cass, you have 20. Karma, you have 23.
23, that is a cute amount.
OBs, you have 33.
Oh.
And in first place is still Alloy with 35 bullion pieces.
Interesting.
Second place in the castle. Second place in the castle.
Still holding 3, baby. A strong 3, everyone.
So, why don't we all roll some die to see who wants to give the recap?
Oh. Where's that sticker at?
No.
As you guys do this,
I will never face the consequences of my actions.
Wait, where's mine? Oh, God.
Me and Kyle.
roll
Do
off.
we need to do
Roll off.
another D20?
Yep.
Yep. Oh no, there's lots of room.
Oh no. Oh no. Before
That's
you
good. Get
give
them out now.
Before you give the recap, Amanda, I want you all guys to go ahead and before you invest, you watch at the various flip panels throughout Halcyon as the terminals begin to shift, and you find the new values for each, the projected exchange forecast for each of the companies. Looks like Mysticorp is expected to have a very large rise. Omega Acoustics is supposed to rise, as well as Voidistries. So at least from the exchange forecasts, all choices seem lucrative. Tell me where you want to put your pieces. If you need to split them up and you need an extra token, let me know. I'll give you a duplicate. Just let me know.
Split me up, Jason.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, I want 3. 3, please.
I want
Alright.
3 too.
Yeah. Might just be good for everybody to have 3.
Yeah, we can
Make
put
it
a 0
easy.
result in there.
Or hide it on the bottom, not on a thing.
Do we have to do this now?
Yeah, put them where you want them.
Oh, I'm gonna follow the cat. Where's the cat? What's the cat doing? Let's see.
There's 2 more for you, Cass, if you want to divvy them up. Just make sure you divvy your results out.
Oh no, all on Omega Acoustics.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is strategy.
Oh no, what did I do? Shit. Math? Okay.
The
this
math is the
fine.
hardest boss.
We're gonna do one of these.
Where's that?
This. We'll do this. We'll do this. I'm happy with this.
Okay, looks like a pretty even spread across most of these. Very nice. We'll wait till Kevin has the opportunity to let him divvy his out, and then we'll see what happens next week at the end of the exchange round. See if anyone can beat Amanda's lead, although Abiz is pretty close. And now, at the very least, Raphael and Vip, you guys have enough to play with to keep you in the game, which is good.
Oh man, I'm still trying to recover from week 1. That was the fucking shit was week 1.
It's a tough
Do we-
one.
Do we know what happens when we go bankrupt, or?
I mean, you can't have zeros, so your value can continue to lower, and then hopefully if you get too low, as we just saw here, hopefully the chat will save your ass.
Please.
I don't have any other safety nets other than that. That's
There's no bailouts.
There's no bailouts. No, not in this one. Hey, what's up, Orc? So yeah, we'll wait for Kevin to pop in to have him do his. So Amanda, what happened last time on Devils in the Details?
I just want to say it's a big ask for my goldfish brain to remember something 2 weeks ago.
Well, you and Kevin are in the same. Just Kevin doesn't remember what happened last week.
Yeah.
Kevin likes to remember what happened to his character and nobody else.
Oh, there was a thing, and it happened.
All right.
Just give me the digest, the Reader's Digest version, then.
I don't 100% remember where session 1 ended and 2 began, but I think we were still talking to the resplendent lady.
Yes, yeah.
Mhm.
You pretty much just striked up a conversation with her, meeting her in the second session.
Yeah, and that was interesting. Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And so we took the guy,
Oh yeah, Darvile, the Cambion.
Darvile, yeah. We took him. Oh, we took him to my shop and we questioned him and we found some things out. I don't remember what exactly we found out, but we found out. And then we went to a restaurant for some reason.
The Dapper
Don't
Devil
remember
restaurant.
why.
You intended to meet Dazel, but as it turns out, it was not Dazel.
It was some ugly devil lady.
Yes, Lam, the leader of the Scorching
Yes.
Quill, the other third faction.
We met her. She also wants to take over Halcyon. And then I think we went straight to arbitration, did we not?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And then everyone made their secret bets.
Yeah.
And you guys ended the night intending to give Darvile over to Bastion, but having Raphael and Obese stick around to just make sure that he falls into the right hands. So they stayed in the alleyways of Lux, this empty plaza area on Lux, in the under section of Halcyon, where it was a relatively peaceful area, the usually rambunctious nighttime section here of this artificial planet. So just to once again cover things for you guys really quickly before we dive in here, the power struggle in Halcyon, the main issue with the Bullionaire Bastion and the reason that they've hired you is the Guild, G-I-L-D, is a cabal of demons, and they've infiltrated the ranks of Bullionaire Bastion. In order for Halcyon to continue running successfully, they'll need to be removed. So you have Bullionaire Bastion, and you guys are currently working for Dazel. Dazel plans to have you, the party, the investors as you've coined yourselves, investigate Bullionaire Bastion targets that raise red flags so that they can be brought in for questioning and replaced by non-demon employees. They'll use your web of contacts that each demon target reveals to remove as many possible from the faction so that business can continue like it always has, sans demons turning people into gold, of course. You, in the second session, as Amanda mentioned, met the Resplendent. This faction seems to just be herself as far as she has told you, other than the other members that she said she has awakened. She seems to be a divine being that believes that Bastion's singular focus on wealth and greed is the chief cause of the demons infiltrating Bullionaire Bastion in the first place. Her plan is to awaken Bastion's demon replacement so that they can serve her instead, eventually building a large enough network within the Bullionaire Bastion to fully assume its control. From there, she plans to lead Bullionaire Bastion herself, shifting their focus to love, joy, and charitable causes that will benefit everyone, not just the wealthy. Finally,
We shall see.
yes, whether this is as she claims to say. Similarly, afterwards, going to the Dapper Devil, you met with Lam, who is seems like kind of looks like a particular devil, but perhaps maybe a mix, and is the leader of the Scorching Quill, also known as the Family. You may have heard inklings or whispers of this term before. This mutant devil leads the Quill and has a knowledgeable grasp of the power struggle of the Blood War. She claims that simply removing Bastion's current demons won't stop the cycle, and that their ultimate plan is to use the souls stolen by those minted or turned to gold to create a demonic invasion force. She also claims to know a variety of information about the guild that the Bastion does not possess, and that they are so desperate their leaders ran away from the issue out of fear. Lom plans to similarly replace Bastion's demon replacements with her own devils, so that eventually she can lead Bullionaire Bastion, though she's happy to allow any one of the investors to serve as its face. She also appears to offer the party more than just gold that they're currently being paid from Bullionaire Bastion. So those are the three factions. As we last left off, though, thank you, Amanda, for the recap. As we last left off, we were sitting in the alleyway here, this sort of abandoned alleyway in this empty plaza that had the shrine of Joaquin, and it was both you, Raphael, as well as OBs who were standing along with Darvile here, watching over him, and I'm assuming waiting for the Gold Eye, which are the guards of Bullionaire Bastion, to come and take him, correct?
I was there as well.
Oh, and it seems as though Cassius was still lingering around, probably invisible, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here just a second. Let's bump this down just a little bit. Right there is good. Okay. So, is there anything you guys, including you, Cassius, want to currently do now that the rest of the troop has kind of dispersed and seem to be heading towards their own places, their abodes, places of rest, while everyone sort of waits to hear word again from Dazel?
Yeah, I want to turn to Raphael and give him a pat on the shoulder. Say, keep your eyes open while we are out. You don't know what's going to happen.
I always do, my friend, I always do. Flash my golden eyes for... Just keep detect magic up the whole time.
Sure.
Yeah, I also give you a vigilant blessing, which means you have advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh, fuck. Okay, now I'm nervous.
Yeah, well, these always stop attack.
How
That means be faster.
how close are you to all this, Cassius?
If we were in an alleyway, maybe at the far back of it, using my warlock hoodoo to just stay invisible in the shadows, and literally just like lean against a wall and watch. No breathing, no nothing, just watching.
Raphael, how far does your detect magic extend?
I think it's the normal spell, so let me...
Cast.
Detect magic.
Gooseface gave you a +1.
30 feet.
30 feet, okay.
30 feet. Yes.
Cassius, would you say that you're within 30 feet of them or not?
I mean, that's up to you guys. If they see me, that's fine, but I mean, I'm just towards the back, just watching. I mean, that's up to you. I'm fine either way.
If Raphael saw him, he probably wouldn't acknowledge it.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Gooseface. You keep in mind, Cassius, you get a +1 to any of your rolls.
Thank you.
So...
OB is you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Raphael.
I was just going to say, OBs, you strike me as a more reliable sort than the kind we've run into around these parts. Are you from this place originally? If you don't mind me asking.
I do not know where I come from. I actually have always known this place. I have learned one thing or another because of this place.
I see. Were you always a bodyguard, perhaps brought in as a servant? Something like that?
Opie's kind of narrows his eyes and says, why do you ask these questions?
I am naturally curious. It's something that you will very, very acutely become aware of the more we know each other.
I have noticed that you ask these questions and then write in your book.
Indeed. There are small things that, in my line of work, one needs to pay attention to. Small clues as to one's true intentions.
I like you. I also like these small clues. They tell much.
Indeed they do. Indeed they do.
Like the small creaks coming from behind me. Clearly someone is hiding against that door.
Does Cassius do anything?
Nothing. Just sitting. Or standing while listening.
Yes. I can at least appreciate subtlety, if nothing else.
Yes. Besides the company of, and he looks over your other shoulder at Darville, the company of our friends. We may have this conversation at a later time.
Indeed. Sounds good to me. Reach out whenever you see fit. I'll be around, I'm sure.
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of gives you a gruff, with half of a nod.
Raphael writes something in his notebook and puts it back in his breast pocket.
Some time passes, 10 or so minutes. The section of Lux is quiet, only for the soft sound of wind as it blows through the alleyways of the streets here. Darvile stands with a pressed back against the alleyway wall. He stares at the both of you for a moment and says, I would hope you find it acceptable for me to speak to you two now that the others annoyed with my presence are gone.
It'd be preferable that you not speak, but if you must...
I say nothing. I see what he reacts to that statement from Mobius.
He waits for a second and says, I just felt it pertinent to say that you both strike me as having certain virtuous qualities in your characters.
Yes, flattery and then offer, yes.
That
Next, you give us what?
creature back there, Lom, she will only serve to deceive you.
Oh, you do not have to remind me of that. A devil's tongue is no good and casts only shadows.
Beyond mere morality, just because her actions are legal does not make them just. You were right, Raphael, to leave her presence.
Yes. Cavorting with devils can only lead to corruption, and I intend to keep my body as a temple. Thank you very much.
I know that both of you have been employed by the Bastion first and foremost, and far be it from me to ask you to stop your investigations, but remember that their end goal is to continue getting richer while others out there suffer.
This is something... Oh, go ahead.
You go ahead. He would not try and jump in at you. You go for it.
This is something I am more than acutely aware of. This place is rotten to the core, and it's only because of the Bastion that it has reached this pit, this state that it's in.
Should you find yourselves seeking more information for whatever assignments this employer of yours has for you, remember that you are always free at whatever point to call upon the Resplendent or the Scorching Quill in order to seek that information, or to simply try and learn more about either of these factions. It would be prudent of you to do this with both, as well as with Bullionaire Bastion themselves. If you truly do plan to prepare a better future for Halcyon, it would behoove you to know who you plan to ultimately be working with in the end.
Of course. More information is my job. I seek to gather it. Although I would prefer if one of my compatriots were the one cavorting with that devil rather than myself.
Well, there are...
I think we may have some that are more inclined to do it than others. I say, looking at the glowing, invisible outline in the corner.
He cracks a smile and says, there does seem to be a certain variety within your group. The guild's network is vast, but I will do what I can to provide the Bastion members with whatever information that they are seeking.
Of course, of course. For a fiend, you've been somewhat helpful, I suppose. Thank you, Darvile.
He nods and says, only through the power of her divinity would I have been able to be in this
Right, her
state.
supposed divinity. That is right.
Another 20 or so minutes passes. Raphael, Obes, and Cassius being there as well, you all begin to hear the marching footsteps coming down the empty plaza courtyard. As you both peer out, and perhaps Cassius as well, you can see 4 gold eye guards making their way towards the shrine in a 2x2 formation. They're
Cassius.
long. Oh, go ahead.
Cassius hears in his mind, either be invisible or disappear for real. Do not be caught trying to hide from this.
I have no intent of hiding from anybody.
Says the invisible man.
You can see, looking out their way as they march, that their long gilded robes have the color of alabaster. Golden helmets that they wear cover their heads, save for an open space where their mouths are, even covering their eyes as they march on. They stop once reaching your alley, their heads slowly scanning the area and turning towards you all as if they sense your presence through an otherworldly means.
Mm-hmm.
They each step over to the both of you. And as they do, they sort of look you up and down, and you can see behind them, the 2 that are still standing a couple feet back, sort of like shift their shoulders and look behind you, looking straight at you, Cassius, despite being invisible, and look back towards Darvile. They 2 that have stepped up to you, Obes and Raphael, reach into their robes and pull out the Bullionaire Bastion badge, this black-looking, small, hand-sized, rectangular piece of like steel that has the crest of the Bullionaire Bastion on it, and flash it as a form of officiation.
Can I inspect it? The
Sure.
badge?
They hand it over to you.
This plus anything detect magic would give me.
Sure.
21, wow.
You know, Raphael, that if you put your card to the other, it will give you some amount of telepathic information.
If I do what now?
You have a Bullionaire Bastion card yourself.
Oh.
And from that check, you know that using your card and touching it to theirs will actually give you a certain amount of information about them.
I do that.
As you do, within your mind, it's not so much words, but just a thought appears in your mind. You get the station of this gold eye, the ranking, and even a very brief but recent number of assignments that they have gone on, to almost be as sort of like a background check to give you information to say, hey,
Okay,
this is the real
okay.
deal.
I'm going to write this down so I remember it.
Sure. One of the gold eye, as you are doing this, Raphael, and kind of finish, looks up and says, thank you, investors. We received your message and will take this fiend in for questioning.
Excellent. I believe, have a parchment of information we have already extracted from the subject, and I will hand them a copy of the names that Darvile gave us of the guild members.
They take it and unfurl it for a quick second and just do a quick scan, and then roll it back up and sort of shift it underneath their vestments. I appreciate that.
Do I recognize them at all?
Difficult to tell because they are all dressed in the same uniforms, and even their headgear heads everything except their mouths. You'd have to do a pretty hard insight or investigation check, something like that. Maybe even perception.
Well, I'll take an investigation, just see if they look familiar at all to me.
Sure. No idea for that check.
Nah.
They all dress extremely similarly. Perhaps some of them have different shades of skin depending on who they are, but yeah, very difficult to tell with all the same garb. As they take the scroll from you, Raphael, they look to both you and Obese and say, You're to return to your everyday affairs until called upon again by Dazel via letter. And they step over and like take Darvile, each stepping one at both sides and kind of taking him by the arms. He gets up and just goes along with them as they kind of step between you two out from the alleyway.
Can we expect any more information from Dazel when it comes to debriefing this fiend?
You should be provided whatever information we can find, depending on how willing they are. They say, both looking at Darvile. Darvile looks back at you and just sort of nods like, sure.
If we need to speak with him again, and he points at Darvile.
They look and say, you would need to speak to Dazel about that.
He's not.
Fair enough. We shall return to our posts then until the time come.
They begin to kind of slowly march together. The two of them who took Darvile, stepping very close to the other two and resuming their sort of like square formation, kind of keeping Darvile in the middle of it all. They turn to you after they have stepped out of the alleyway and each in coalescence say, May Joaquin bless you, and begin to march out of the empty plaza.
Indeed. I'm gonna take out my notebook again and under my breath, but probably within earshot of Obese and Cassius, I say, thank you, Cassius. You have indeed verified something for me.
What is it that you see?
What I saw was them seeing him. Good information to have for future, let's say, investigations that may also involve Goldeye. I was just gonna say, I'd probably have this within eyeshot of Obese, and it just kind of looks like Raphael's just writing gibberish in his book. It doesn't make any sense. It's just weird symbols that don't make any sense and garbled words, and he just closes the book and puts it back.
You can make a check on that if you want to.
Without seeing something comparable, Obese knows that there is shorthand that some people just write crazy.
Yeah.
It's an old spy technique. Nobody else can read it. It works for you. Obese does make eye contact with he thinks Cassius is, but he can't actually see you, so it's kind of just a bit off.
Okay, I can rotate him.
And he says, do you know the anti-magics?
Anti-magics?
Yes, can you decurse and make safe if we find a magics? Can you unbreak that?
I can't say that I could do that. My apologies.
It is good to work with you. He sticks out a hand into the wrong space.
He'll just walk out of stealth out of the shadows and just walk forward and bow to both you and shake your hand.
Obese turns to Raphael and says, you know the anti-magics?
Indeed, I am versed with breaking witchcraft, and if need be, I can prepare such measures should the need arise.
We should go and see the cats. We should make sure that they have not been booked.
Ah, very well. Lead the way.
Does so.
What spell did you cast to see me? Not that I didn't want to be seen, but I was curious.
Raphael has at-will detect magic. So he's just got detect magic whenever he wants it, without expending a spell slot or spending the time to do a ritual. He's got that warlock invocation that gives him special honor.
I think you would see my items. I don't know if you see. I don't know how One with Shadows works. It just says invisible. I don't know if it's magic or not. But I know you both.
Not the invisibility spell?
It says you're invisible.
What's it come from? Class feat or a racial feat?
Warlock. patron ability.
Oh, then yeah, I think that's.
I'd consider that magic.
No, you'd see all the magic, like the magic items on me for sure. I'm just clarification for NPCs looking for us in
Yeah,
general.
that's a good question. But yeah, Jason, you'd say that's magic, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
You guys can make checks too to see, for whatever reason, if the how the gold eye saw him too, if you wanted to.
Sure. Yeah, I'll make a. Oh wow, I claim to be proficient in thwarting the dark arts, but my Arcana is a +2, so we'll see how this goes. 12.
This is a very low DC because you are all largely affiliated with Halcyon and have lived here for a decent amount of time, enough to get acquainted with the guards of the area. They are essentially the guards of Bullionaire Bastion, as well as Halcyon itself in totality. They likely saw Cassius because he was carrying any amount of metal or gold on his body, and they, being Gold Eye, can see that.
Makes sense. So they just saw a big floating pile of money in the corner.
Yeah, they like Predator Vision saw whatever amount of coin and metal he was carrying on
I was
him.
gonna say he's chewing on the coin, so it's just this little.
Yeah. So, where do you guys go after this? Let me first start off and say Karma, Alloy, Vip, as well as I'm sure Monifa being with you, Alloy. Where do you guys go? Some time has passed for OBs and Raphael, so do you turn back to your abodes? Where do you live at? Alloy, I know we talked about you and Monifa. You guys live what I was assume would be Halcyon Heights, where Bullionaire Bastion is set. You guys have a pretty lavish little room together, a nice little palatial area that is on quite a few levels above ground. Your workshop being set at the base of it, as you mentioned last session, Alloy. But what about you, Karma?
Well, I don't want to go home just yet. I don't really have to be nowhere yet.
Weren't we gonna retcon it and Karma actually went with us?
Yeah, so I
Sure.
think since Monifa's not here, Karma's gonna... She's gonna, like, kind of jog up to the kitty cat and make small talk. So ladies, what are we doing tonight? It's nice, still young. We got places to go. Maybe we can learn a little bit about each other. Talk about, the others. That's always fun.
Of course, Monifa says in her sultry cat girl voice.
Yeah. I noticed you, Alloy. You make your little, what is this thing called? Cog hammer?
Cogwheel.
Oh, cogwheel, right. Is that what you do for a living? You make a bunch of those, or is it just the one and done kind of thing?
No, I make them. I make a bunch of them. I sell them when I can. Yeah.
Oh, so you have a little business going on.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been here my whole life, so
Oh,
gotta do something,
you never been off this place?
No, never been away.
Man, that's, well, you're still young. Do you do like showcases? You got a shop? Can I take a look-see-loo?
Yeah. I mean, you've already been to my shop. It's a little messy, but I could probably whip us up something to eat. You hungry?
Yeah. What do you guys make? Like a chicken, fish, liver? What do tabaxis eat?
Chicken.
Great. I'll take it.
Lots of chicken. Liver. No.
Monifa probably takes you by the hand, Karma.
Hello.
Girls chatting,
Yeah.
doing their what is it? Doing their kiki.
Kiki.
Doing their kiki. That's a term.
What?
That's some look. Watch
It's
a
a
couple
term,
RuPaul's
Formula.
Drag Race. That's the thing.
Oh.
They're doing the kiki. Vip, where do you go?
Vip is going to go to whatever local bar or tavern is on the way back to wherever that imaginary like crowd space office would be.
If
See if you could scare up some information or some deals.
If you're working for Bullionaire Bastion, that's located probably on the top side in Halcyon Heights, which is probably like the center of the top side of Halcyon, where a lot of the large majority of the vertical tower-like buildings are that make up the Halcyon Heights area, where a lot of the business offices are for a variety of the Bullionaire Bastion needs. Although there are plenty of places while you're down here, Vip, as you sort of flitter around, you see a number of taverns that are brightly lit and have quite a few people enjoying themselves in them, of a variety of racial makeup and stuff like that inside that you could sneak off into.
Yeah, just keep an ear out, see if anybody's talking money.
Sure. As you fly inside and begin to try and gather some info, let's see, we'll switch back to you, Obes, Cassius, and Raphael. You guys would at least have the knowledge, because you went to Alloy's workshop previously, that there is, just to try and keep you guys together if you want to, likely the case that you may be able to find some of them there if you were planning to kind of convene together to have a conversation before moving on to whatever assignment may be up for you next. So it's likely that they may be found there, or you could retire to your own personal homes. It's up to you. You're on mute, Luke.
I just said, what do you think, Obese?
We need to make sure that they do not have the spies at the kitty cat's house.
Indeed.
If they are not there, I can get us in. Don't worry.
Oh god. Yeah, we're heading that direction then. We're going to the kitty cat, the cat house, if you will.
Okay. As you guys begin to go, so it took a little while for Darvow to be taken from you guys. So at this point, Monifa, Alloy, and Karma, you guys have returned back to Alloy's workshop and drummed up a nice little dinner together to feast on. Vip, do you want to give me some type of check as you are just sort of carousing around some of the bars and stuff? Let me know what information you may be looking for specifically, and then give me a check if you're trying to find out anything. Or if you're just doing it for RP, you can let me know. You don't have to make a check.
No, I'll make a check. I wanted to try and do something other than perception, but I'll use perception.
I mean, you would be at these bars talking to a lot of what may be loose-lipped people from enjoying their spirit, so you could also make some type of charisma check, too. Persuasion or anything like that. Even investigation may bring you some information. It's up to you.
I'll do an investigation. See if anybody's talking money.
Sure.
That's really what see if there's any interesting content going on. 13.
Lucky 13.
You hear a lot of standard conversation that seems to not really stick out of the ordinary. A lot of business deals that have been going down. A few of them mention something about a company called the Fast Feline being absorbed by another company, and that kind of being a little bit of news. Other than that piece of info, nothing else really strikes you as particularly engaging, other than just the standard norm talking of, like, oh, I can't believe that this company bought that one, and did you see how much money this one made the other day?
It's good to know. Does anybody look like they're business people, kind of either Bastion connected or otherwise? Any like high rollers?
Make a high or low D20 roll.
Low.
Oh. No.
I didn't want to change it, but that's
No.
This particular
I think I'm tired.
This particular bar, unfortunately, seems to have just a lot of people dressed down and ready to party. So it doesn't seem like anyone sticks out as someone who may be the well networked here.
My kind of place, but I'm working right now.
If you flitter outside, this would be around the point that OBs and the others would be making their way towards Karma and that group. If you want to meet up with them, or if you want to keep investigating, it's up to you.
No, I would just kind of peruse the room, have a drink, leave a decent tip, and head back outside, just seeing if there's anything I grab on the way.
Sure. As you flitter out, having consumed what you want to, you see the trio heading down the city streets, Raphael, Cassius, and Obese, and can meet up with them.
Just kind of...
Wouldn't have pegged Vip as a good tipper.
Got to take care of the service people. They're going to give you the leads.
That's right.
But just kind of like follow out and start walking, not alongside them, but kind of like a few steps back and a few over to the side in case they don't want to associate, but kind of keeping up.
Are you walking or flying?
Half and half.
Okay.
Just kind of like fly a little bit, walk a little bit,
Okay.
fly a little bit, walk a little bit.
Okay.
I think we would get like maybe a block before you'd hear telepathically, "What are you doing?" In your head.
I'm I believe it's called traveling. I'm traveling. Am I supposed to be with you guys? Are we together? Are we not talking? I don't know what we're doing.
Bees would make some observation about, like, if you were going home, you would have made the right back there. Where are you coming with us? Come up here, then. Do not follow. You are creeping me out.
Duly noted. Catch right back up, and I guess shoulder to shoulder. Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder, you're definitely flying, aren't you?
Yeah. Pretty much, but walking while flying, just kind of like walking, but walking on air. Shoulder and eye level, like that's Vip's thing. He's gonna always like float eye level, like he's their height, and just kind of walk and move like he's full size.
Do you know the anti-magics?
Anti-magics. Not entirely. I know what those words mean, but I really can't do probably what you're looking for.
Yes, okay.
It's fine, I can cover things. Did you find any leads in the bar there?
Just people talking about company acquisitions. I didn't really think anything else was worthwhile, unfortunately. That's how I found you guys.
I see. Well then, we were just on the way to the cat's apartment. Just to scope things out, now that we are with the major movers and shakers here on Halcyon, I expect they will be keeping tabs on us as well. We should try to stop that if possible. No spies.
No spy. God, are we being followed at the moment? Father?
Can we? I don't think we are.
You can
Jason,
make a check, sure. You can make a check. Give me like a perception, yeah.
I have a passive perception of 19. Should I make a check?
You're higher than me, so you may as well.
I mean, you use your passion too. This is not particularly difficult. So there are gold eyes stationed down here in Lux, just in lesser number than perhaps up on top side, since more money probably exchanges hands in larger quantities up there. That's where all the banks are and stuff like that too. There are the occasional gold eye posted up, but they are less intent on maybe like stalking behind you, and more just as a local, local guards would be, just making sure to patrol the area, make sure to know of the imbibers around here, get a little too rambunctious or anything like that. You don't notice any of them like paying any particular attention to your group as you continue walking on.
More than usual.
We continue walking then.
All right. If you guys want, you find a turnstile, and using it, feeling the shifting as the rotating disc underneath your feet begins to turn, as the magical elevator takes you from Lux underneath Halcyon over to topside, where now it is perpetual daylight with the sun, artificial sun in the sky, and you step out and find yourselves here on the top side. You guys can basically, if you want, say that you find Alloy's workshop and meet up if you'd like, unless you want to do something different.
No, I think heading there it's a good like final like little jumping off point for everybody.
Sure. So you guys are able to find Alloy's workshop and give a rap on the probably like metal door that encases it. Alloy, you hear a knocking coming from the workshop front.
This is like night, right? So we have some time before our next like official mission.
Well, so Halcyon has on the top side it's always day,
yeah.
bottom night. So where you guys are located, it's on the top side, so it is currently daytime here.
But like we have some time before our next mission.
You assume so. Like they just took Darval. You would assume they're gonna probably question him first before sending word for you to meet up with him. So if you want, you can spend a little time doing whatever you need to. So you just let me know what you want to do.
Well, I'll say at this point, Karma, you're still here, right?
Oh yeah, I never
Yeah.
left. Eating and enjoying. I would be asking questions, so I would try. Karma would try to get to know you and then smoosh on into you. So what do you guys think of that resplendent lady?
Yeah. Marnifa says.
What?
What?
What'd she say?
She just like shrugs her shoulders, almost in a little bit of a disgust.
Uh-huh. What about you, Ally?
So at this point, because it's been like a little bit, right, since we got here.
Yeah,
At
it's
this point,
probably been
Alloy's
an
had a
hour
little-
or so.
She's had a little too much to drink. She's a lightweight.
Oh
Nice.
no.
She's like 5 feet tall, or less.
Oh.
I mean, she seems cool, just pretty lady, you know. Yeah, pretty lady. I don't know.
But do you think
I
she's
mean-
fit to rule though? You know, with the rule the city you want to be in.
You know, they tell me to do things. I just do things. I build things. I don't think about this stuff. I don't think about this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you should definitely start thinking about something like that. It is your future.
What about you, Karma? You seem like a nice lady, Karma.
Oh, well,
How do you end up here? How do you?
Oh boy, I came here because it's the golden city. I came here to get rich. Lucky me, I got rich. Yeah.
Though, are you happy?
Whoa. Well,
look at you really intent. I'm like,
alright, oh, she'll take a shot. Well, happiness is like an up and down thing. It ebbs and flows, you know. I'm happy sometimes, not so happy other times. I don't want to stay here more than when I have to. Listen, what I'm trying to get at is our futures here. We have to start thinking about the leaders that are gonna good for our futures, and I think the Bastions, I think they're a bunch of, I think they're brainless for the most part, when it comes to keeping things going the right way, and I think they don't have all the knowledge that they can, when you have a lot of knowledge, it's just better for everyone. You're less likely to get screwed over when you know things. What did you vote for? Just out of curiosity. I'll tell you if you want to know.
well, tell me, who did you vote for?
Oh, I voted for the devil.
I know it. No, not here.
They have all the knowledge. Listen. You can't just go in voting for somebody who says, "Oh, we're the greatest," and then, she didn't grow up here. What does she know? And then the other ones who are obviously in a shit show already, they hired us to help them out.
That's true. I mean, I voted for the Bullionaire. Wait, what are they called? Bullionaire Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
It's purposefully hard to pronounce.
I mean, look at my mom. She's an absolute mess. Did they give her a job?
She's a well-known mess, though. She's good at what she does.
That's true.
Well-
She wasn't always that way, though.
We'll say that Monifa has enjoyed herself so much that she's drinking herself into a stupor, so you guys
No,
can talk.
she's just like on the table.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
I've seen that stuff.
Aloe, you like come over and like put her tail down to cover her. Your butt sticking up in the air.
The bastions are gonna be good for our future. I mean, look where they wound up now.
I don't know. I mean, do you really want to stick around on this? Wait, is this a planet? This whole thing?
An artificial
Is it just
planet.
Do you really want to stick around on this planet?
Well, I am super rich. So that's cool.
There's so many things out there, though. Don't you want to see the other stuff?
Well, I have seen plenty of stuff, and I miss
Oh.
going to that stuff. Let me tell you something, kid. Don't make no deals with nobody you don't know. And don't make deals with anybody you know. Just don't make deals. Don't go stealing things. Don't go being dishonest. You just keep on doing you. You're doing great. But you know, I do think you should think about your future, and sometimes knowing everything, like what the demons are doing, is a little better than not knowing. So I think we should invest in the devil. Just giving you a little bit of what I think. That's all. We should invest in the devil. I mean, they're son of a bitches. Don't get me wrong. I don't like the devils. I hate the devils. I want the bastards to eat themselves from the inside out. But I'm just thinking about our futures.
I mean, you've seen things. You've been places. Maybe you know better than me. You seem like a smart lady.
There's a planet just full of nerds. Not that you're a nerd, but there's full of nerds who love robots, and they are so good at making robots. Maybe one day when you go off the planet, we can go together. But we just have to make sure we invest in the future first.
Make good points.
It's probably at about this point then that we'll say that there's a wrap at the workshop entrance.
Oh, little bees. From work, I guess.
Knock, knock, knock. Alloy. Knock, knock, knock. Alloy. Knock, knock, knock. Alloy.
I go answer it. I don't even seem surprised that they're there. I'm like, hey guys, come on in. We got some food.
To find the bugs.
Are you intoxicated?
What? The intoxicated.
This is her house. What are you, the police?
Oh my God! It reeks of booze in here. This is ridiculous. You know, we could be being watched right now.
Yes.
Where? Here. I walk over to whatever booze that they were drinking on the table, and I pick it up, and I take it over to the sink, and I just start pouring it out.
No. Father. Waste not, want not.
Hey, whoa,
Wasting is
whoa.
a sin. You should purify it at least. Otherwise, you're violating all sorts of Master P's rules. I got you on that one. Put it down.
All wrong. I'm still pouring it out.
Sorry, I tried.
I will reimburse you for this, but we must keep our sense. Is your mother passed out on the floor?
It's her house. What are you doing? It's just...
She's usually passed out on the floor. There's nothing new about this. She's always passed out on the floor.
It's kind of how they sleep, right?
Work hard, play hard, Angel Face.
Father,
No, there's
Father.
no playing involved here. We need to remain vigilant.
Why are you even here?
Well, we came to make sure that we weren't being spied upon, but I see that as a foolhardy errand now. I'm sure
Father,
you'll... Yes.
Are you hangry? Are you hungry? Have some chicken. Have some chicken. I like Cogwheel standing right there. I reach into an internal compartment where he's cooking chicken.
Tell them like you asked me.
You have a rotisserie bot?
I asked Jason if Mr. Cogwheel can cook chicken like the KFC gaming console.
Oh my God.
You
That's amazing.
guys hear a ding, and a compartment opens up in Cogwheel's chest, and out comes a nice piece of a couple of chicken legs.
2, 3 chicken. Father, have some chicken. You'll feel better.
Eat some chicken.
It's so good.
Machine. He shakes out the last drops of whatever spirit was in this bottle and sets it in whatever basin he was pouring it out into. He says, very well. And he sits down and begins a very long prayer over the rapidly cooling piece of chicken.
Yeah. Cassius is going to look over. You should add a dipping sauce dispenser in his hands.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
Wait, you guys?
I'll think about that.
You guys are here because you actually think we're being spied on right now?
It's
That's where
not.
you all came?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. Both myself and the simian agree. I say they just take a giant bite of chicken from.
As you guys are having this conversation, I'm gonna just roll a quick D8 going counterclockwise from Amanda. Amanda being a 1, that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Karma, roll a D4. You're getting a bullion package from Lazy.
Oh. Lady Block is on my side. Oh, that's all right. It's better than
That's an extra 1. Make note of that, and we'll
damn
add it.
it. I gotta make a note.
Continue.
Shit.
Thank you, Lazy.
Thanks, Lazy.
To be fair, we could be being spied on right now the way a lot of you act.
Nah.
You don't know me.
We could find out if you could all search.
No, I don't, and that's the problem.
Obese. That's great.
You want help with that?
Yes.
I can get up to the places you can't reach. All you have to do is say,
Yes.
okay, I'm helping. Look, watch, I'm helping.
Raphael's hungry. He skipped the meal with the devil, so he hasn't had dinner yet. So he's nomming on chicken right quick,
Nice.
self-righteously.
I'm gonna argue with Cash.
What's
You
that?
don't know who I am.
No, I don't.
I
And
tried to fight all night.
that's the problem. I don't know any of you. I don't know I should trust any of you either.
Vip Maxworth, nice to meet you. I'm a salesman. I met you on the boat, but I'll introduce myself every time just in case. I also signed your book, so in case you forget what my handwriting looks like, you can open it up.
I retract my words. I know him now.
All right. Well, what do you want to know about us where you're gonna feel comfortable and trust us?
What came and brought you to work either here on this planet or the Bastion period? Why the Bastion?
Is it me speaking to myself here? And that we may be spied on now, and this is delicate information that we not be sharing if we are spied.
Listen,
I
I'm gonna
agree
tell you
with
something a little
you.
upsetting. It's probably a little too late.
Well,
What were you talking about in our absence? Actually, don't say anything. What am I? Obese is right. Continue searching. Another big bite of chicken, and
I will
let
buy
them.
you whole chicken and the wines after we have found the bugs.
You're right. In a moment of weakness, my bodily constitution got the better of me, and I'll set down the chicken. I will have to repent for this later. I set down the chicken drumstick and put on the detect magic and start sweeping the place with Obese.
You really let us down, Father.
Alloy out of the
It's-
corner of your eye, you see Monifa crawling across the floor and grabbing the chicken piece Raphael put down. Yeah,
Like
I'll,
still asleep.
I'll take some of this. Yeah.
You can't wait. You can't waste chicken. You can't do it.
Vip does a sweep. Anyone else who wants to make their checks, go ahead. I'll take perception. Investigation will work since you're specifically looking for maybe probes or devices put together.
And of course, anything that my detect magic would pick up, other than the magical bits and bobs that would, I guess, be in an artifact.
It's like just going off like crazy in here.
Man, we're good at investigating. See, I just needed a little food on my stomach. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
Oh no, Karma.
You guys are really killing my buzz.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm totally looking with you guys. Yeah, totally.
Fuck.
Karma, there's just a whole bunch of weird and wacky artificer stuff in here. The rest of you guys, as you're searching around, there is a lot of artificer things that Alloy has built. Projects maybe half finished, some others, some interesting things. Plenty of maybe one or two other humanoid built shells of something similar to Cogwheel that's not fully completed. As you sweep the area, though, at least in her workshop here, you don't see anything that would suggest that it was planted in here to spy on you.
Okay, now you can spill guts all you wish.
Yes, indeed. Please do.
Spilling guts is a different procedure, sorry.
Well, we were just talking about who we voted for, so you guys...
No, hey, kitty cat! Whoa!
You guys want to join in?
I would love to hear what you guys would discuss.
We were talking about our futures.
Please catch us up on the
Our
conversation.
futures, yeah, that's all we were talking about, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is. Ooh, is it getting hot in here? I gotta go. Hey,
We do need a perimeter check if you wish to get some air.
I'm on it, boss. Wait, you need me to go outside?
Yeah, get out of here.
All right.
Vip begins to fly outside. Cass, Vip, and Raphael, you all have a +1 to any of your rolls. Keep that in mind. Thank you,
Thank you.
Lazy.
We were having girl talk. What did you do, Alex?
Well, since you are still here, catch us up.
Oh, girl talk. Excuse me, I'll go join Vip then.
Wait. I was just trying to get you. We were just trying to connect you and me. Where are you going, Cassius?
Cash just shrugs and follows Vip.
Oh, he's so heartless, that one. I've been trying to talk to him all night. He's been blowing me off. So this chicken. Obies, you want some chicken? It's really good. She knows how to make it.
Yeah, have some chicken. I open up the compartment again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that about does it for me. I am tired, and I should probably get back. It's almost curfew, so.
Insight check.
Perception.
Yeah,
And can I give him a bardic inspiration of mine? And
Uh,
then,
Be a bardic inspiration?
oh yeah, the one that I can take away.
Oh.
Oh,
Let me see what it's called.
It's not cutting words. It's something else.
It's called doing jumping jacks.
It is called. Sorry everyone. Oh god.
It's okay. New characters. New character who dis.
Well, unsettling words. As a bonus action, I can expend one of my bardic inspiration and choose one creature, angel face. Roll the bardic inspiration 1d8. The creature must subtract that number rolled from the next saving throw. Oh fuck, it's a saving throw!
But very interesting that I can do it to you because I have cutting words. Thank you for reminding me.
Yes!
-6.
Karma coin. I give him the karma coin.
Ah, fuck!
he's shitting. Karma coin.
Vip has the karma coin. Although Vip, I'll say if you want to make a, I'll say this: Vip, are you actually trying to make a perimeter check?
Vip
Along with
actually
Cassius?
went outside to make OBs happy and is just flying around the building, looking. Doesn't know what he's looking for, but he's trying to make OBs happy, so he's just flying around.
Do you want to make a check and use the karma coin, and see if it goes to somebody else?
Yeah. I'll do that. Let's get this the coin into play.
All right.
Can I?
Oh my god! Please don't do it.
Well, I can't give it directly to him. I'm just gonna throw it up in there, and whoever gets it gets it.
No,
I would
Give-
like to.
Give me a.
I'd like to look around the outside of the building and see if there's anything suspicious that doesn't look, from what I recognize as Alloy's work.
Sure.
I can't
Being around it a
believe
little bit.
you reminded me of one of my abilities that directly harms you.
Give me a perception check at advantage, since you're using good karma.
Wait,
I threw the coin. I don't know where it went.
That's
but I threw
okay.
it down.
It's up here. So give me
All right, you
a.
said perception at advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey! Good
As
karma.
you fly around with Cassius, you guys, similarly to the interior, don't notice anything out here that is out of place or anything like that. Seems pretty safe, at least at Alloy's workshop here. In the meantime,
Wait,
roll.
is Karma about to make a check?
She is about to make a check.
I'll cast guidance.
Oh, nice. And then Vip, going in order, kind of like how we did with Lazy Sing here. Mana, you're 1, going in clockwise order. Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me a D8 roll, please.
Give me
Me?
a 4. Give me a 4.
Vip is gonna do it
Oh.
Give me that 4.
since he used the good
Six.
karma.
Aw.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. OBs gets the coin.
Okay.
Okay, just checking to see if that would go to either one of you guys.
So what was the check being?
Karma's trying to weasel her way out of our very innocent questioning. And to roleplay the cutting words, Raphael just gets like really, really close to Karma, like uncomfortably, and just says, "Now we have to learn to trust each other. We
really
wouldn't want to
hot.
get off on the wrong foot, would
It
we?"
smells like chicken. I can't concentrate.
And you smell like alcohol.
I need a
More chili than father.
I need a whisper moment.
Oh no, a whisper moment.
Oh. So I got a guidance, and I do.
You do have a
Yeah, so-
guidance.
So, your deception -6 plus 1d4.
Yeah, and then at disadvantage.
No.
Sorry.
So you're gonna have disadvantage on the roll, Karma, but after the check, you immediately get control of the karma coin.
This is amazing. I like this karma coin. This is
We finally used it. So 2 rolls.
I just wanted to make friends.
We are making friends.
This is
we're becoming the
fair.
best of friends.
We might make friends depending on your answers.
Not a bad roll.
Oh shit, with a +10 you need it at this advantage.
Where's the
Oh.
where's the disadvantage?
Give me a second. Leave me alone.
Where's the disadvantage?
Oh my god!
Oh shit.
I can't beat that with a 14 even with the -6.
Well, she has what, the minus D8 or whatever it is.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
I
hold on,
already-
everyone. Wait a minute.
I
Wait a
already
minute. Hold on.
I already rolled. Yeah, I can't. So altogether yours is 15 and my insight was a 14.
You would have had to get like a 17 for it to have even been
Yeah.
a problem.
Dang.
Yeah, you guys are really crowding my space here. Listen, we were talking about the future, and it's just like Alloy's drunk, so.
Very well. I
Silly
won't
kitty cat.
I won't press the issue, but you go right to your domicile and speak to
You
no
got it,
one.
Father. Of course, I won't speak to a soul.
You get the
I'm
karma coin.
Writing so
Karma.
much in my notebook right now.
So without further ado, Ella, you should get some rest. We'll be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning. Talk to you later, girly. Everybody, you guys don't. This isn't your house. Look at the mom. She's passed out drunk. Leave. Let's all go together. It's fine. Let's let Alloy get a good night of sleep, and we can all leave. Leave alone. Look, perimeter's fine. It's fine. No bugs.
Alloy's like already like asleep on the table.
Oh, cats.
But Cogwheel kind of like shuffles you out a tiny bit.
Now,
He like expects you to leave.
now, Cogwheel, keep them out of trouble.
Lock the door.
He just has a blank stare. Like
Kagura just stares at you,
Just
Raphael.
doubles and triples over to him like an adult to like a little kindergartner. We did not find anything. Tell them all when they wake up that it is safe. Goodbye.
Actually, wait. Don't tell them that. Let them think that it's not safe. Don't say anything. How about that, little?
Cogwheel's not gonna say it.
I know
Cogwheel
that's
just
the best. That's the best part.
blankly stares back at you both.
It is fine. Tell them that it is fine.
Don't
He's just like he's standing there like this, like just waiting for you to leave.
Goodbye, little metal man. You are one of my favorites so far.
It occurs to me that the little robot man may not be capable of speech.
don't
Let's
know.
go.
Karma, you get the karma coin now.
Oh, that's good because I don't need it now. But thanks.
Well, you never know in the future.
Man, that's what I get for trying to insight check a fucking eloquence bard.
Right?
In the meantime, I'm assuming everyone returns. Cassius, Vip, you guys have returned from your perimeter scouting. Is there anything else you want to do with the group before everyone retires?
Did we have any time to talk outside for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Oh, lazy.
So,
Hang on just a second, Cass. Karma, will you roll a 1d8, please?
Oh no.
What is this? What is this? I don't want to roll it. 6. Oh, I can have a 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. OBs now gets the karma coin because lazy used karma as a bitch.
I already used it. Is that in the rules?
It can't go back to you if
Except for this.
except
rule.
for
Okay.
this. That's correct. Or unless
Awesome.
someone uses bad karma on you.
This game fucking rules.
It's really cool.
Lazy giveth, lazy taketh away.
That was cold-hearted.
Lucky.
Cold-blooded.
So yes, Cassius, Vip, you guys finish your perimeter scouting and don't find anything out of sorts.
so tell me, you work with the Archfey, correct? Is that what you were saying before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yes. I work with them, work for them, work on their behalf, all sorts of buzzwords, but yes.
So, if you were to have a higher stake in things here, I mean, what would that mean for them? I mean, certainly can't see any of the other three, being as open, maybe opening a branch or extend a hand of kindness to the Archfey. I mean, obviously you would want them to have a larger presence here. Would that just start with you?
You could say that, but thanks for listening. Yeah, a bigger holding, a Fey quarter, a vacation destination for layfolk, maybe a business operations in the Twixt. Not quite sure what the plans are, but you're right on with that.
Interesting.
It's all in good fun, though. Deals are, I guess, a nicer form of trickery, I guess you could say, as long as everybody profits.
High risk, high reward, depending on what you're looking for, I assume.
Yeah, are you, do you want in, or can I help you with something, or
That's,
you have any questions? Can I do something for you?
the Archfey, that's I like the idea of it. Maybe down the road an investment would be a wise idea.
You want to go? Like, I know a guy I could probably get you there. Like, as long as you don't break anything,
No.
gotta sign a couple forms.
Travel might be that. Let me put a pin in that for now. But if things do smooth out a bit, that's a potential investment I'd like to make.
Can I possibly ask you a personal question in return?
Fair is fair.
If I'm understanding this right, what's it like to fly without using wings? If that's not too personal.
Fly without wings? What do you mean?
It's, do you ever fly around anywhere?
I can't say I have flown outside of any of the lifts that take me from top to bottom inside of this place. Other than that, no, I can't say I have.
All right, well, I don't know if this will help you, but... And he's just, palm him a little bit of fairy dust. People seem to think this stuff is really, really good. It's how I got my start.
Is it,
As a drug dealer.
is it in a bag?
Yes, absolutely is in a bag. It's kind of also just falling off of his wings as he obnoxiously walks around you as he talks, but...
Well, I do believe that I need to offer something in trade for this. This is a rare asset. Thank you.
Maybe later, and it's not to hold you anything, but thanks for listening.
No. Trust me, of all the sorts, the swindlers and dealers, you're a dealer, but you don't seem like a swindler here. And it seems like you've got something out of the realm of these 3 parties involved.
Just trying to make it in Halcyon. You know, every kid's dream, right? That's all we want to do is make it big.
That's very true. Well, I'll put it this way. I'm trying to make it, but not on Halcyon. Maybe off of it.
All right. Transportation. I'll keep an ear out, an eye out, both out.
It's gonna extend a hand and offer, shake.
I'm gonna assume that Vip can maybe shake like 2 fingers, but full-on handshake.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very well. Now let's catch up with them. They're gonna probably start wondering what the hell we're doing.
I imagine we're coming out at this
Yeah,
point.
you see them beginning to leave now as you guys are finishing scanning the perimeter.
Oh, why are we're just sitting down for dinner. Why are we leaving? This is the opposite of a party.
We're going home now. Yay!
Oh.
They're too intoxicated to continue any serious discussion, I'm afraid.
Well, at least they're at home.
Indeed.
Don't you have a remedy for that? Can't you de-magic them, so to speak? Can't you just drain all of that awful liquor out of them, preacher?
No, I can't. That's the end of the statement. I cannot do that.
Well.
All right, later, losers.
All right, have a good night.
This was a wash, I'm afraid. Did you find anything outside?
Nothing that I could see.
Oh,
Kind of shrug at Obese.
I
horrible.
found good brother over here though, and that's about it.
We found a large, angry demon. I think it was my brother. Oh, woe is me.
You're a terrible liar.
Demon.
Oh, on the contrary.
Well, this was an enlightening evening, if nothing else. I think I am about to retire home.
I can't believe you guys even came here. Like, what the hell?
Well, it seemed at the time as if it would be a good base of operations, but I could see that the security here is going to leak like a sieve if we choose this as our central operating platform. So, no, I don't. I think this was.
Need a nice, secure place full of no secrets. You can come stay at my place.
I would offer as well. I mean, the only people that might be watching would be the Bastion, but I've kind of combed this place over a few times and I haven't seen anything.
Let's try Karma's place next, then.
Yes!
You seem very enthusiastic for some reason.
Twice the liquor.
Maybe it's... Wait, what? Twice? I had more than 2?
No, I mean at your place. Probably twice as much liquor as the cat drinks a lot. I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm gonna hide all the fun stuff from you guys. I don't like it.
Good! Finally, we see eye to eye on something.
We'll have a proper base of operations. Don't worry about it. We can have a few adult beverages hanging out. But it's not gonna be a party house.
I suppose it's a start.
Great.
A little sacred wine, a little communion. You know how it is.
Is all you people do drink? If we're going to conduct business, we need to have clear cognitive insight on everything that's happening.
Find out. You guys, what are you supposed to be? You guys are the spies. You guys came in and interrupted everything and barged in, and we were having chicken and wine.
I knocked, by the way.
You did, Vip. You did not.
Well, you didn't tell us not to come.
All right.
I told the cats that I would.
Ah,
Yes.
they probably won't remember it tomorrow morning.
I promise, not a drink from me. I don't drink, so no alcohol for me.
Listen.
Promise.
Cassius, I am perfectly fine imbibing the poison of the earth. I've done so from time to time myself. But this is very serious. We could wind up dead in a ditch somewhere if we tip off one of these horrible factions which we are currently embroiled with.
No, I'm dead serious. I don't drink, so I'm fine with it. Do as you wish.
Very well, then. Just going to make a note of that in the old notebook. There we are. All right.
Good brother, can I have yours? Because I don't want this to turn into a boardroom, you know what I'm saying?
We are not
All
even
yours.
drinking, but we are speaking of getting drinking. We have just finished the night of drinking, and yet we are bickering about the next drinking.
Yeah, bigger.
I am going home.
I agree.
Bye.
Don't do the same. Make sure you are not followed. I don't know if you know how to do that. I am going.
I am following the lead of the only person in this cohort other than myself that seems to be making any sense. I'll see you when I see you.
I don't make sense, I make dollars, Father. Have a good night.
Oh,
Hell, Jimmy.
Raphael visually cringes.
You guys each return to your respective homes, wherever that is located on Halcyon, and begin your rest. I can't say night's rest because it doesn't make sense here on this planet, but you begin your rest. As each of you spend a little time sleeping after you have filed out of the busy streets of Topside, you each begin to hunker down and get some much needed sleep. As you sleep, some of you begin to dream. Raphael, while resting, you begin to have a dream. You see yourself almost in third person, walking through the brightly lit streets of Halcyon's Topside, the point of view looking over you from the front as you're walking down the streets, the glitter and reflection off of what you assume to be the artificial sun above, creating a sparkle and almost making it hard to see yourself, your body nearly silhouetted in the shine. As you continue walking, you notice that the pavement begins to be overcome with a large shadow that seems to become encompassing all around. It begins to cover your form, and now you watch from this point of view, looking down at yourself as the shadow covers everything you can see. And now you can see yourself clearly as you look up almost at yourself with a surprised look on your face, one of perhaps shock. And then the dream has gone.
I couldn't see what I'm seeing at all. I was just silhouetted by a big shadow.
Yeah, it's like your point of view was looking down at you, so you couldn't see whatever was behind your point of view that you yourself walking down the street was looking at.
Prophetic dream, a rising evil, just as the angel warned me.
Cassius, as you dream, you find yourself shifting through a formless void. A number of coins, similar to the one you have around your neck, floats in this void, and as you try to reach out for them, they pull away from you, falling out of your reach. You can't grab any of them. You twist and turn, shifting this formless void, and you begin to hear whispers. You look to the left and right and can see no forms, silhouettes of any other creatures or people. And as you look down to the coin attached to your necklace, It seems as though the whispers are coming down from the coin. As you pull it up, looking directly at it, you can see sketched and molded onto the coin the face of Joaquin. And as you pull it up to your ear to hear the whispers better, you hear the soft whisper of, "Why are you running?" And then the dream is gone. Karma, you don't so much have a complex dream. Perhaps you were dreaming of other things difficult to recall, but you do seem to recall just for a second a familiar pair of beady eyes almost looking at you, and one of them winks. And with that, they are gone. With that, you all awake the next day.
What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day.
Is that what you said? I couldn't hear. Did you say, "Why are you running"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does it look like anyone's been in my room?
Doesn't appear so without a check, although without needing a check, you do notice, each of you would notice, a letter has been addressed to each of you that seems to have been slipped underneath your door front.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab that. Raphael thinks nothing unusual of this dream. This is just one of the many, many divine visitations that he has had over the years, which has formed his path in this life.
Sure. Each of you, as you maybe pick the note up, beginning your morning, can see that it is addressed to you and bears the marking imprinted as a stamp on the ink on the back, or what would you call that? What's the stuff that holds a letter? It's not,
Wax.
yeah, wax. There we go. It's like emblazoned with a Bullionaire Bastion stamp, and as you open it up, you find a letter addressed to you all from Dazel, mentioning that Dazel wants you to meet with him in 24 hours for your next assignment. You're to head down to the Gilded Harbor, and there will be, similar to the first time you visited them, a dock master waiting to take you all, and they give the exact dock number that you're to go to. In the meantime, the note mentions that as a reward for your first successful mission, each of your Bullionaire Bastion badges and the accounts associated with them have been credited with 5,000 gold pieces. So if you should find the need to make any purchases during this time before meeting with Dazel, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you have 24 hours before you are to reconvene with Dazel at their estate.
So we can count that as our normal gold?
Yeah. So you guys basically, like, you don't really use gold unless you absolutely want to. Most of the money that you're going to get from at least Dazel and these assignments are going to go directly to your Bullionaire Bastion badges. They're basically credit cards. You just, whenever you make a purchase in Halcyon, you literally swipe your card with the vendor's card, and then the money makes its transaction. And then Bullionaire Bastion just transfers the money held up in the floating bank reserves high above the top side.
This is just reinforcing the absurdity of this planetoid to Raphael. Everything that has happened in the past 8 hours.
Raphael, you're richer than you have ever been in your life. So
I don't even know what he would do with all that money.
I was gonna say, yeah. You guys, as you touch the Bullionaire Bastion badge, there's like a telepathic, again, it's not like a voice so much, it's just a thought in your mind that actually gives you the current amount that you have in your account if you ever need it. So it's not like you're ever wondering how much gold you have. It actually has built into its arcane enchantments, literally a like teller information stored within it. So The day is young. Well, it's perpetual day here. Those of you who are on top side. Maybe those of you, some of you have locations down on Lux. It's up to you. But
Yeah.
8 hours pass. You all get plenty of rest in. Alloy, you take a little bit of time sobering up. Your mom still seems to be a little hungover, but she's still with it, and tells you to kind of go ahead if you need to do anything pertinent before meeting up with Dazel again. So, with 24 hours left, is there anything you guys would like to do over this period of time?
Buy some holy water.
Yeah, you are each 5,000 gold richer.
I'm guessing that would come from the Temple of Joaquin. It would probably be the only place that would probably carry it on Halcyon, right?
Probably, yeah. There may be some other very smaller associated temples for other related gods. There may even be a Palor shrine here, Raphael, that's not nearly as visited as Joaquin's, but since there is a large artificial sun here, there may be a couple associations with Palor that you could go to.
I'd head straight there, do some morning prayers, pay some tithes,
Sure.
get some holy water.
It's not very busy and pretty quiet, which probably works for you if anything else, and you're able to collect holy water without having to pay a whole lot for it.
Yeah, I'll just pay the market value.
Sure.
I
And
was
if
actually going to do the exact same thing.
even at a Pelor place, or
Well, the Joaquin's, but I mean, if I were to bump into you on the way.
I mean, we can say that happens if you wanted to.
No, it's fine.
yeah,
You're
probably wouldn't make sense if we're going to different places.
you're able to collect your holy water. If any of you guys want to see the shops and merchants list now, just let me know and I'll pull it up for you.
I wouldn't mind looking.
All right.
I can broadly describe what I want to do. I have a knight background because I am high up in service to a people. And that means that I have 3 retainers, and I have one of my retainers go and kind of do like a light spy mission. I'm going to send them out to the neighborhood that the cats live in, make friends with all the neighbors, and get a soft spy network set up around their house. Likewise want to do that for everybody, but I think the cat is the only ones that I know where they live.
Sure. The other retainers seem more than willing to do this with the other investors if you can ascertain where they stay at. Otherwise, your one returner sort of gives you whatever salute or whatever they would, and happily obliges as they go to just kind of case the perimeter close to the workshop at Halcyon Heights.
Excellent.
And if any of you guys want to do some immediate shopping, just scroll down here on the shops and merchant list to Halcyon. Underneath you'll find all of the shops. Click on any of those links and it should pull up the list for each of these merchants that you can do the buying from.
Alloy's gonna tinker. She's gonna go ahead and infuse her homunculus. You
Okay.
wanna pull him up?
Hang on just a second here. Let me pull it. Whoops, not that thing. Let's grab this here. You spend a little time in the morning, Alloy, working and finishing up what is likely the homunculus project that you were working on beforehand to craft your little homunculus buddy.
Oh. Thanks for Bailey for the artwork, by the way.
It's so good.
He's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
He's Ingy.
Yeah, does he? Is that his name? Does he have a name? Does it have a name?
I don't know if he has a name.
Okay, that's fine. It could just be your little familiar.
Dude. Yeah.
All right. So, the day is yours. If there's anything you guys want to do in particular, you're welcome to. Before we get going too much into it, I'm going to have you, Vip, please roll me a d10, and I'm going to give you a curio.
There it goes. 9. Thank you, Goose.
With a 9, let me see here. You get a curio of annihilation, and I'll post this in the chat. A small shard of black stone or metal. When thrown, all matter within a 5-foot radius is instantly sucked into a void and instantly and utterly destroyed.
Yes.
Wow. What a cool little thing. All
I
right.
tied the shrine 100 gold. Just straight up 100 gold, drop it in the plate.
They happily collect it.
At the Church of Joaquin, where we do our arbitration at, you said that was a temple of Joaquin as well, correct?
There are plentiful shrines similar to that, although the one that you guys visited on Lux seemed to be in a place that was not visited a whole lot. The others here, especially on topside, are pretty well visited. There's a lot of people walking in and out. You see a number of these like golden pots stationed outside that have the visage of Joaquin's face that a number of people have, similar to kind of how Raphael did, have dropped a bit of patronage in with some coin inside, looking for a bit of maybe luck in their trades today, and also giving back to their divine trading lady.
At whatever one I went to, I'm gonna dump 100 gold in as well, and I try to find whoever's in charge and give them a sum of money and say, directions to the one that we go to for arbitration, and ask them to clean it up, and I give them 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
Make a high or low roll and just call it and make a roll.
I'll say high. Nope.
Aww. We're bad at this.
Right?
He hands the gold back to you and says, he leans in just a little bit and lowers his voice just a bit and says, "I'm very sorry, sir. We are not allowed to clean that particular shrine."
Very well.
He leans back and nods at you.
It's weird.
Is there like a potion or a scroll that confers like true sight or something like it? Anybody know? Looked up, the scroll cost is 25,000 gold.
Hey, we can save up for it.
Level 6, so.
Do these stores have excellent items?
Most of them do.
Yeah, they're listed under the shops and merchant list where Halcyon is. They list the quality. A lot of them have excellent quality.
Can I get a spyglass?
What one is that in?
Knickknacks.
Knickknack? Let's see. In Knickknacks, they carry excellent. So yeah, if you want to grab you a spyglass.
Oh, it's got sour glue in there.
It was 50,000. Yeah, I'll take a spyglass. Thank you.
Need to roll for some of them. Alright. Sweet. I will take 2 truth serum, 2 oil submergence, and the potion of divination.
Okay. You buy those things.
Random bandolier of potions you always have on every character.
I mean, they're always useful.
True, it's true, they are.
I'm gonna buy 1 oil of slipperiness.
Make sure to get some tissues with that too.
Oh, it's for you, my friend. Don't.
Ah!
Nice.
300.
Oh.
Write that down for my own.
Yeah, just make sure and mark it off your honor
Yeah.
system. Just mark it off your sheets.
Oh, I did. Wink. I did. Wink. I don't know why I keep on saying wink after that. I did. Wink.
That's
Roll deception against DM.
No, but I did. Wink.
not it.
That's all I had.
All right.
Yeah, I'm done as well.
Going down to the docks.
Wink.
Like,
Yeah, you guys can finish buying whatever you'd like. If you don't have anything that you want to do this day, other than just kind of carrying on life as usual until the 24 hours pass so that you can see Dazel, you're more than welcome to.
I would apologize intensely to the cats, to Vip, and to Cassius, and then I'll apologize a little bit to Raphael about my actions last night. I was drunk. I was in the heat of a moment. It was hot. And I had chicken. I'm sorry.
What'd you do wrong, by the way?
You know what? If I didn't do nothing wrong, let's skip it. We'll just skip it.
It is good that you are penitent. Recognizing that you have sinned is the first step to righteousness.
Okay.
No harm, no foul. Thank you.
Vip goes along with it after that, like...
I want to make a sleight of hand check to try and slide the oil of slipperiness to Vip.
Sure.
Oh, God.
It's a lot.
We'll say that
Probably
you guys.
bigger than he is.
Yeah. We'll make some type of check. Make like a perception check, Vip, to see if you see this.
Oh.
Passive or just check
Active
it?
check, because rolling dice is fun.
Okay. I'm gonna use those pluses if I need it.
Sure. You can only use one at a time. They don't stack, but you can add one to it.
Oh.
The third. It's gonna go. Yeah. It's gonna go with the 13. Yeah. I don't think I have any advantages. Or yeah. I don't think I have advantage there. So 14, please.
You feel a little bit of added weight, but nothing that seems out of place as Cassius slips you a oil of slipperiness, and you don't notice it.
Oh no, I wanted him to see it. I didn't want anybody else to see it.
Well then, if anyone wants to make a check to see if they see that, you guys can.
What was the total?
I misunderstood.
I feel like I would.
His total was 20, so if you can beat that with a perception
Yeah,
check.
you just barely missed my passive perception.
That's not it.
Yeah, I can't beat that with passive. Yeah.
Oh, passive. We're doing passive.
You can roll an active if you'd like.
Oh.
You guys are all standing together.
I mean, I'm not actively looking for it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
If I notice it, yeah.
So we can say that you guys are having this conversation after the day passes at the docks. I mean, this is a huge list of shops and stuff like that. So if you want to, I'll share it with you after the session. So if you want to look at it between sessions and see if you spot anything you may want with your money, you can just let me know and I'll let you buy it. Because there's a lot here.
Good.
This is like the place that carries the most stuff in the entire universe that we play in. So there's a whole bunch of crazy things here.
This is my favorite place to shop in the universe.
So you guys all meet together. You're able to head to the dock master here. That looks like the same Eidolon you guys met previously, who meets you here and greets you. And whenever you are ready to gather on board of the boat at the harbor here, you can ride out if you're ready.
I think so.
All right.
First, roll out.
Everyone collectively gets on board, and the ferry master, I should say, not dock master, similarly to before, with two giant seahorse that rise up out of the waters, him holding reins in his hands, takes control, and like a moment of deja vu, you are skirting through the waters of the topside reservoir, headed towards Dazel's estate.
Is this the same ferryman that we had before?
Yes.
See you again, my friend.
He nods and says, good to see you as well. Let's get going.
Ready.
You each, of course, flash your Bullionaire Bastion badges to him, and he checks them like he did the first time, just ensuring it's you, kind of by touching his own to them. You guys begin to head towards Dazel's estate. A little bit of time passes. You can feel the particles of water lap up against your cheeks as you kind of bob up and down in the waters, being carried at a pretty brisk pace with these seahorses just plowing through the waters. Monifa is along with you guys, just a little hungover from last night's drinking. You guys find yourselves pulling up to the docks of the island that Dazel currently is situated on. You can see the docks leading up to a large set of scaffolding and stairs that lead up several flights and levels up to the top of the like plateau-like island here, where the actual estate is located. And you guys head up and find yourselves situated in front of a large marble and gold accented estate. 2 large golden doors make up the front of it. As you push through and step inside, you are able to meet again with Dazel, who greets you and waves you in to the meeting room.
Everyone get a good night's rest.
Yeah, it was all right. Did you?
Just fine, thank you. Just fine.
Good. That's wonderful to hear. That's great, Angel Face.
Yes, indeed. My resolve is as strong as it ever was, perhaps more so.
Oh, you're radiating. Oh my gosh.
Indeed. For I walk in Pelor's light. Anyway.
Dazel waves you on into the room. You see the familiar large table making up this meeting area in the meeting room. The desk at the far end that is Dazel themselves, and behind it the large board with a various number of pinups and pieces of yarn or string connecting what looks like a large investigation board, trying to suss out those that may be demons in disguise behind. Dazel waves a hand for you to all sit down. Please sit. Let's talk business.
I sit.
As you
And staring daggers at bees.
It's a real thing, but I am making fun of you.
Kyle's making fun. That's okay.
Obesities. That is a really good idea.
That's a great reference, Vip. As you all take your seats, Dazel sitting at their desk at the far end, Dazel says, "I trust your first assignment went over without too much drama."
You could say that, I suppose. A suspiciously little amount of drama, considering we were dealing with a fiend.
Yes, things went very easy.
Well, I suppose we can consider that a bit of good fortune, then.
Do not consider easy a good fortune. Just trouble further down the line.
Perhaps not. Before I debrief you on the situation regarding this Darvile suspect you were able to bring in, I need to issue you a statement, one prepared to me by the leaders, the Gilderkins, before their leave of absence. And they pull out a letter, opening and unwrapping a note inside. They take a second to scan the lines and look up and say, "According to the Gilderkins, there will only be one of you at the top with your investments at the end of this series of assignments. That individual who is able to claim the top spot will be able to keep their investments as their own earnings. Everyone else, despite whatever sum of beneficial amounts you may make through your variety of investments, will be taken back, the funds absorbed back into Bullionaire Bastion.
Hmm.
Only one of you will be keeping your money.
It's like gambling.
I suppose it was not our money to begin with.
They fold the note back up and slip it back into the envelope and shift it aside on their desk. So then, let us get down to brass tacks. We were able to run Darval through some rigorous questioning, and were able to confirm their guild affiliation. We were also able to confiscate many of their trade documents, shipping ledgers, and other various pieces of information from their offices. I also have to hand it to you for bringing that list of names that you handed in, Raphael. They say
Of
towards
course.
you.
I hope we are able to put them to good use together.
Quite. Using the network that they have built within the Bastion, we plan to try and investigate any other employees or clientele who raise potential flags. A few of these fiends who were brought in had recently made similar business deals and meetings with a client company with the Bastion, known as the Nip and Ship Incorporated, a tabaxi-led shipping company.
Ah, explains the name.
Quite a few of these members had also met with Darvile. Darvile doesn't have any hard evidence, and thus we do not either. But we suspect that one of its members, because of these various associatings and meetings that they may have had, may perhaps be a demon in disguise.
Ah.
This would be another opportunity for you investors to take a look into the matter to see if you can sniff out any association that they may have with the guild.
Another righteous cause.
Taking away any earnings any of us should get from all of this. Who's to say that you aren't a demon?
You're asking this to Darvel? Or
Yes.
He does raise a good point. We have literally seen you become a demon.
I don't understand. When was this?
Devil, to be precise.
A devil, excuse. It was at I remember the name perfectly, the demon restaurant we went to.
The Dapper Devil.
This was a trick, admittedly, but the point remains.
Explain to me what this was about. Someone took my form?
Yes. The one called the Lom.
And this Lom, what reason did they have for taking my place?
I'll give a broad example of what was happening.
Yeah, it was like to draw.
Yeah. Wish to speak.
Speak of what matters.
It was KG to that.
I personally did not stay. Talking with the devil is a surefire way to damn one's own soul, and I wouldn't hear of it.
Like many others, wish to do the usurping, the wishing, the taking of the powers.
You notice that Dazel is taking a furious amount of notes as you tell them all of this.
Shit.
Well, are we gonna tell them about the angel then? Huh?
Yes,
Tell them about one.
that is what we are here to be paid for. The replacement of the bastions.
Wait, what?
Wait, did we not tell them about that?
Oh, did we
About
not?
Angel Lady?
We wouldn't have had an opportunity to.
I
Right.
thought that was the whole point of the confessional thing.
Oh, the arbitration thing.
The arbitration, yeah.
The only point of the arbitration was to just mentally contact them to let them know the job is done.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I
seems
guess
as though-
I fundamentally misunderstand what they know and what we know.
Wait, so wouldn't that mean that the people who didn't vote for the Bullionaire Bastion, the Bastion would know that they didn't contact them?
Potentially, yes.
So hold on, we need to maybe rewind then. I'm very confused about
So
what it is that we tell them and what we don't.
the point of arbitration was simply to telepathically communicate to that respective faction, whether it was Bullionaire Bastion or the others, that the job has been completed. That's all that you share through arbitration.
Yeah.
You don't share any other information besides that because only your surface level thoughts are read. So if you wish, you could share the information about Lom.
So, okay. I thought that when we contact them with the job is done, then we give them like our case notes, like they know everything that happened.
Nope.
Okay. I wish to rewind and keep my big fat mouth shut the whole time.
That's fine. That's fine.
So we're now at the point of the conversation when Karma's brought up the Resplendent.
Where Cassius asks, "Do we know it's you?"
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I don't say any. I don't jump in at that point.
This is specifically why both the Resplendent and Lom told you all to keep their names a secret when you do this.
They
although
said a lot of things a long time ago.
Alloy does bring up a point, or Amanda rather, that it is the potential that if some of you contacted others besides the Bastion, then there may not have been all 7 of you that contacted Bullionaire Bastion. Cassius, you say this to Dazel, and Dazel looks and says, "I am an open book. What methods would you like to use if you need to 100% certify that this is myself?"
Oh, a devil, a demon, any of those don't have to take the blood, the form, the stance, the place in whatever magical hell that you believe in. I think all of these people are working very, very hard to help you and everyone else here. What do we gain should we not end up at the top of your golden palace?
If you do not help in assisting to root out the demonic invasion force that has wormed its way into our guild, Halcyon cannot continue.
Allow me to expedite this situation. Raphael takes the lantern out of his backpack. Is it lit?
You pull the lantern out of your backpack and kind of pull the hood up off of one of its sides. It is not lit.
I do not believe she is a fiend, at least not in present.
But by attitude, it seems like they might be.
Of course, the proper response is to trust no one.
If you were to be 100% trusting in me, then I would very much doubt your qualifications for this position, Cassius.
Indeed.
So
Well-
we're looking for a tabaxi for the next guy? Is that what the next thing is?
You are to speak with a number of tabaxi.
Go on.
You are all to make your way for the Glamourpuss estate, where a business function is taking place to celebrate a recent successful merger of companies. The Nip and Ship Incorporated has recently absorbed another tabaxi company, Fast Felines Shipping. There is a couple there, Ritz and Sapphire Glamourpuss, the tabaxi. They are the owners of the estate.
Wait, Sapphire, what was that other name?
Ritz and Sapphire Glamourpuss.
Put on the rats.
After we were made abreast of word of this meeting, I have worked out a way to send you all as a congratulatory team, if you will, to meet with them for a little drink and talk about some potential prospects that would likely afford them some newly expanded benefits as the Nippon ship continues to expand its berth.
I glance at Raphael and then I look at him.
He just like has like just the biggest stink eye like right now. Just like this is why he feels completely vindicated for his overreaction yesterday. And sorry, Jason, the Ritz and Sapphire, they're the CEOs of the Nippon ship or the fast felines that got absorbed.
They're the owners of the estate, but they haven't told you that necessarily. You could ask.
Okay, I'll ask. What is their relation to the
Ritz? Is a co-owner of the Nippon ship, which was recently the main absorber of the fast feline.
Mm-hmm.
Their wife, Sapphire, while having some stock within the company, does not own any particular amount of it themselves. Ritz is one of the main owners. The other is a tabaxi known as Plays with Tail.
Good tabaxi.
Look at that.
I'm writing all this. Sorry, if my keyboard's really fucking loud. It's right next to the.
That's okay. This is
Aggressively taking notes in his journal.
a role-playing campaign. Very good to take notes. I, in reality, of course, want you investors to do what you can to investigate any of the tabaxi and the premises itself, or anything leading to revealing a potential demon in its midst. I have situated a few shiny baubles and a few bottles of hard liquor to perhaps loosen some of their lips during the celebration. I ask that each of you do whatever you can to get information on any potential demonic traders.
Yes, loosen their lips, not ours.
Oh, I am professional at loosening lips.
Wait, is he handing us alcohol right now?
No, Dazel isn't just yet, although you imagine
Okay.
they're probably going to get it ready for you.
Okay. Don't give it to Raphael. He'll pour it out.
That's right.
A care package, if you will, Dazel says.
This is like the perfect like narrative follow-up mission to the entire RP thing we had earlier. This is great.
No,
Rit-
Monifa, that's for the other cats, please.
With a tolerant build-up night. Gosh.
All right, you were just preparing for the job, I see.
Oh, that is first sign of problem.
Before we get too far,
Of course.
I need to divulge something. And this would be the point Raphael would have brought it up if nobody else would have. During our time with Darvel, we were contacted by an organization that it was run by devils. They're the what were they called, Jason? The something quill?
Scorching
I-
Quill. They also
Scorching-
go by the name The Family.
The family. The
that's what I-
Scorching Quill.
Can I message Raphael?
Sure.
What are you doing? We don't fully trust Bastion. You're gonna tell him who we meet with?
Of course. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, at least temporarily. I would rather them put a, let's say, inconvenience in place for this Scorching Quill, rather than to trust some of you to not tell the Scorching Quill what we're doing.
What about the angel imposter lady?
If you wish to tell Dazel about the angel, you may. It's not my place to stop you. We say back and forth in our minds as Dazel's probably looking at us.
Can Vip run interference while they're making faces at each other?
Sure,
like, psychically? You're your dazzleness, if I may.
Yes, Vip.
I'm apologize. I sometimes disassociate. It's this coin. It tastes really good, and he'll just poof it away. Just clarify. You're going to pay, me, but us, to go party with an estate full of tabaxi.
Party is your cover, but yes.
No further questions, your dazzleness. Praise be upon high for you.
Amazing. Fucking amazing.
Now, Raphael, what were you saying?
Ah, yes! Back to the original subject matter at hand.
Oh, God.
Scorching Quill tried to earn our favor. I would hear none of it if I speak for the rest of these cretins. But you should be aware that there's a potential for another blood war afoot. Sorry, I think I broke up. Let me reconnect.
Okay.
Potential for another blood war is afoot. Something I think we can all agree on is not healthy for the folk of Halcyon.
Blood war, it's going to be a bloodbath. All three of them tearing each other apart.
You say that out loud, Cassius?
Yes.
By three, are you implying the demons, devils, and our faction?
He pulls up another hand. That's four then.
Oh.
What are you
nice.
implying?
Good segue.
Cassius.
Oh, that creepy angel that thinks she's a god or someone to worship. Whatever her name was, the recycled one.
What does Dazel's face look like right now? Raphael's actually really curious about this.
Yep.
They are furiously taking notes, and as Cassius finishes saying this, they say, do you not remember their name?
No.
Oh my.
Oh.
Wait a moment. Wait. No, this is... Once again, Cassius, you proved to be a perfect tool to get me what I need to know. You're telling me that in your questioning of the fiend, the name the Resplendent didn't come up once. Well, no wonder you hired me. Your interrogators are terrible. Perhaps you should tighten the screws, so to speak, from time to time.
This Darvel apparently was very forthwith with their information, though this Resplendent or this devil was this creature who was in charge for the Scorching Quill. Did they reveal their names?
They went only by that title.
So you reveal the name of Lom to Dazel?
Oh, I thought they were asking for the name of the Resplendent. No, yeah, I'd absolutely say the name of that creature. Yeah.
Dazel takes many notes and is quiet for a good minute or two.
This is good. Raphael loves this. Raphael is into what's happening right now. Because now he has even less of a reason to trust the Bastion if they fail to get this information without us. He is.
I think Gobi's would press that point. This surprises you?
I'm not surprised, no. Of course there would be vying factions who would want to take over. We have vast power.
But you did not know this. Mal? What was it? Lom?
We are aware at the periphery of the family. However, we're not aware that they were vying for our spot, though not surprising.
Can we find Resplendent one in your periphery too? How many others may we know about that you are ignoring?
Oh. Yeah, there's probably tons of people looking for power now that it's open.
To do that, Obies, you would have to make a very long list.
Perhaps we'll keep it narrow for now, then.
The
at least for the time being.
concerning part, as pointed out by you, Raphael, is the fact that they reached out to you. Were they aware that you are working for this assignment?
Table talk, it seemed very obvious, right?
Yes.
Both of them, yeah, the Resplendent and the Devil knew that we were doing this.
If Raphael doesn't answer, Obies has one.
They also knew
I
about
was waiting. Yeah, I was
Sorry.
letting you go, sorry.
No, you're
They
good.
also knew about arbitration, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, true enough.
So, you take a prisoner and a new ally or whatever and interrogate him, and know nothing of some glorious floating magical creature praising to be a god, who wouldn't shut up about how they were saved and taken under and fixed. Were they returned to your flock as a demon? Were they smitten and burned alive for their treacherous deeds because you're on that side? Or are you just completely ignorant to all of this that's going on? Did you even interrogate him?
I'm sorry, I forgot the point of which that I mentioned to you all that this is the exact reason that I have you sitting here. You are the ones who I have hired to do this work, and I appreciate the information, but trying to grill me on the job that I have set and assigned before you seems a little...
You'll have to forgive our rudeness. We are merely trying to get the information we need to do the best job possible.
I'm sorry if I seemed to grill you or rude. I'm just in shock.
As I said, if we were going to make a list of those who would rather take the place of Bullionaire Bastion, that list would be vast. What is
True.
important is that these two particular factions have come to you directly, under the guise of knowing that you are working along with me. That is the concerning part.
Well, do you have anyone up in your higher ups with you that know about it? Maybe there is a mole.
Oh, that can be assured, Karma, that there is a mole. I am sending you out on missions currently to assess whether our current business clients, as well as those involved in our faction, are themselves demons.
Right.
It is very
Right.
difficult to be assured whom I can trust and whom I can't.
But the ones who know about us specifically.
So, let me ask you all this then, Karma. You all seem to have been made privy by these two factions that they were aware of what you were currently trying to carry out as the investors. Correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Seeming so.
Then, and as they say this, they look directly at Cassius, I'm to assume that you all rightfully arbitrated for Bullionaire Bastion.
I did not.
Seeming so.
I say immediately out loud.
I don't know who I arbitrated for, I just know who I'm working for. I have a clear goal in this stake with you, and you understand that.
Then you can tell me with 100% absolute certainty that you arbitrated for the Bastion.
I did not.
He did not. He just stated so.
Raphael, I'll get to you in a moment. Cassius, is it a yes or no?
Sure.
It's a check!
Wait a minute. What? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to make a.
That's a good inside check.
Ooh. I don't.
Yeah, everybody doesn't trust everybody. I love it.
I will claim now that I will spend my side point if the 20 doesn't cover.
Holy shit.
Do you want me to roll something?
I want you to roll something, but I want you to whisper it to me so that
Ooh,
You
that's
don't
good. I
give it
like
away.
that. I like that a lot.
Guard against
Intrigue.
somebody from me, remember? Don't forget that.
If
I'm going to add my +1 to the roll. I can't be outdone by the simian.
if the 26 doesn't cover it, I don't just spend a psi point, and I would know that in character.
You said, "Oh, whisper you the result."
Yes, please.
Oh shit. All right, I'll roll off on.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just roll on there if you want.
He starts reaching for his pocket. Oh no! Oh, I see that in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
Well, don't look at it.
I didn't mean to. It's just I can see it out of the corner of my eye.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, on here. Okay.
You can just roll a physical die if you want to.
Inconvenient.
All right, I'll message it to you.
I wanna know.
That's with my modifiers. Message it to GM.
So based off of that, then, how would OB's and Raphael's insight checks fare?
So if the 20's not enough, I have to spend a psi point to know. That will give me a 26. If I spend the psi point and it fails still, I know that I didn't succeed. If it's under 20, then I know, obviously.
Here, this will be easy. I just rolled a 26.
That's he seems like he's telling the truth.
Okay. All right. I'll buy it. I'll buy that for $1.
So I know I spent my psi point and got that?
You would have had to, yes.
Okay, excellent.
But if they know about the rooms, then how do we know that it's not being tampered with?
Precisely.
Raphael, please explain yourself and why you're currently sitting at my table if you did not choose to arbitrate for the Bastion.
I will, in fact. We do not want another blood war on our hands, do we?
How can you assume that this is the truth coming from a devil's tongue?
Oh, that's just it. I do not. I sent my arbitration to the Quill. My intention is to feed them false information. I admit I took a gamble. I thought that perhaps at least one amongst the group would have arbitrated with the Bastion. Clearly I was right because we were met by Goldeye. Someone must have told you the job was done.
Insight check, and I'm going to use my ring to see for a simple yes or no if he's telling the truth on that.
Sure.
Ooh, wait, you could just straight up do a fucking like yes or no if I'm telling the truth?
If I use my ring, I have advantage on the roll, and all I get is a yes or no.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. Okay. How do we do that? How do we do this, Jason? Do I GM roll you something or like whisper you something?
I was gonna say you're gonna have to choose a skill based on you're telling the truth or lying. So
interesting. The intrigue.
That's what I'm saying. Don't just be like it's deception check. Let me make it. Make your roll.
Let me roll that I'm lying out loud.
Make your roll privately. You know, even if it's just using a real life dice, and then just whisper me the result, and then just respond as you would.
All right.
Hey, but do it at disadvantage.
Okay. Assuming I'm making a roll, of course.
Sure. I'll spend my karma coin on it.
Okay, I love it.
And you immediately get control of the karma coin afterwards, Raphael.
Sure. This is good. This is good.
Point either.
I don't know. How do you whisper the GM stuff again? I'm sorry.
GM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or whisper fate.
Oh, whisper fate? Oh, because his name is Fate itself. Okay.
GM is less fuck up you though.
Cool. Okay. I'm writing stuff. Sorry, guys. I know this is like such a buzzkill for
this
high stakes thing.
This is the role play table.
Do you think all of the Tepexis have these? Or just some?
Wait, what?
Do you think all tabaxis have these, or is it just some?
What are you talking about?
Tabaxis having
They
needs.
grow knees once they become the 18s?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
So, Raphael, how would you respond to that then, using that check?
It's just a yes or no. That actually works worse than it was if it were a nuanced answer. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, this could open up some interesting role playing in the future. So I'd say, I mean, the answer to that, I guess, is no. But weirdly, the yes or no is actually worse than just would have been explaining it.
So there you go, Cassius.
Yeah.
You get control of the karma coin, Raphael, and then you were explaining yourself to
Yes, of course.
Dazel.
But of course, you would have known all of that already, right? You would know who amongst us didn't contact you at all. You would have at least known, even if it was purely anonymous, that less than the full amount of the group had contacted the Bastion. Am I incorrect in this assumption?
Dazel flits through a couple notes. My position here was contacted based off of your arbitration, and I received 7 votes for Bullionaire Bastion.
Ah. I must be the only dissenter amongst us then. In that case, I humbly ask for your forgiveness. But believe me, I had only the purest intentions in mind to confound and confuse the enemy, and make no mistake, any fiend is an enemy.
Then I am to assume going forward, you will move forward with us.
But of course. After all, I wouldn't have told you anything about the quill otherwise. Don't you agree?
I suppose.
I'm a man of faith, and I intend to keep my word.
Dazel's quiet as they write a number of notes down.
Oh, there's a lot of writing.
Raphael also writing. OB's also writing. Everybody's just fucking writing.
So then, moving forward, I will do what I can to look into these factions, these vying positions, and their reasons in terms of contacting you all. I would be careful should you be contacting them into the future, or if they intend to contact you. Especially now that you have shared this information with me.
But of course. Everyone's got fucking notebooks. I'm killing me.
All right, so we'll get down to the Tabaxi business. Find the demon amongst the Tabaxis.
Let me just say this, Dazel says, putting the quill down. Despite what the devils may say about a blood war, even if true, you would be wagering the leadership of the entirety of the city, shifting it from demon to devil. That is not an acceptable answer for the Bastion.
That we can agree on.
Nor is shifting it to an angel. This is not a matter of good or bad. This is a matter of business. And what is currently happening to the Bastion via the guild is bad business. I am not asking you to make charitable donations. I am not either asking you to go out and torture. I am simply asking you to assess those who have infiltrated our ranks and get them out and make a lucrative future for not only yourselves, but the entirety of Halcyon and our guild in the process. Is this understood?
Understood.
Raphael does a solemn nod.
Very well then. Understand also that even if you are not the largest winner in your investments, that all of that money will go back and absorbed into Bullionaire Bastion to help further any of its future progression. You are doing us a service either way. And that does not count for the individual money that I am assigning to you at the end of each of your assignments.
A generous portion at that.
Very generous. All in the methodology of keeping you on our side. The other factions may promise you with a variety of things, but money is power, and we have much of it. Now then,
Raphael's steely-faced right now.
was there any further questioning before moving on to your next assignment? I have taken what I can regarding these resplendent and scorching quill factions.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Alloy.
You said you got 7 votes,
That's correct.
and there's 7 of us.
Yes. An interesting situation.
That's suspect.
Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Yeah, you're right. I did bad math earlier.
I think in my head I counted Sir Cogwheel.
I didn't.
No, Dazel said 7, counting all of you.
What's this arbitration device? Where is it from? You guys made this?
The arbitration device. I am not allowed to share that information.
All right, that's fair. But do maybe somebody came in before us? You know, maybe there was like some other people coming in and voting before us. Even though, do you know what I'm trying to get at here? Like maybe we're not the only.
This could be the case, or any one of you could be lying.
Well, that too. But think about it. You don't know, and you don't know who is a devil, demon, or whatever in your faction. But maybe there's somebody else like you who's trying to do the same thing with another group. Eh?
Yes.
Two good guys on the same side, but you guys don't know your friends.
I am privy to this situation. You are correct. I will do what I can to step up some security. Though those who I have pulled in close to trust are few. Understand that I do not trust any single one of you here sitting at this table. It is only through the selection of the Gilderkins that you have a seat here.
Yes.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Without the Gilderkins currently serving in power, with them during their leave of absence as it currently stands, I am the current retainer of all the encompassing facilities of Bullionaire Bastion. However, there is a reason that they each chose you. I may not be privy to it, but it is likely surely the case that they made sure to do their homework on each of you before deciding to pull you in. Perhaps it is your varying perspectives that they may see as a refreshing change of pace moving forward for Bullionaire Bastion. I cannot be sure.
Dazel, so, reading the room, we're all a little tense. We're all being pulled a little different ways here. There's interferers here and there. There's probably going to be a lot more. I think we can all agree that we don't want the demons in our world. So I think let's focus on getting rid of the demons. Moving on, and let's talk about the mission. The Tabaxis. Any more stuff that we gotta know about them?
Of course. Are all of you ready to have some more information made available to you?
Yeah.
I wish I was playing a silly character. No, continue.
Ritz, Glamourpuss, and Plays with Tail each own 30% apiece of the company, splitting the remaining 40% amongst the new members of the dissolved Fast Feline. Their titles: Bright Eye, Seven Spot, and Cunning Boot.
Huh.
As mentioned previously through our conversations, Raphael, Sapphire, Glamourpuss, is Ritz's other half, and while she does not work for Nip and Ship, she does run her own lucrative cosmetic and perfume brand within Halcyon. It is called the Pharaoh Mammon.
Oh God. Red flags, red flags, red flags.
It's got a gimmick to it. Cute.
You all, as the congratulatory team, will be meeting with the Tabaxi company at the Glamourpuss estate and introducing yourselves to the members in order to discuss a new agreement that we would like to offer to Nip and Ship. Previously, Nip and Ship was required to purchase their own spelljammers through us. Of course, this was at a subsidized rate. However, the maintenance costs have been weighing on them, especially considering the new expansion that they'll have to do, absorbing Fast Feline. With the proposal I have you all intending to set in front of them, the Bullionaire Bastion is willing to instead shift them fully purchasing the Spelljammers to instead leasing the Spelljammers in greater numbers to Nip and Ship. This would include full maintenance covered in return for a modest cut of all business transactions that the Nip and Ship does. I want you to set this cut at 16%.
16%. Okay.
The deal is open to negotiation, barring that it falls under 12%. Bastion cannot allow that to go any further under that amount. Now understand, while this business deal is a front for your real investigation, it is a real offer. So if you can finalize it by having them agree and signing this documentation and they hold it up, that would be commendable. Is that understood?
So we're just trying to get a business deal between 12 and 16% and get them to sign the paper.
Correct. They've currently been having to purchase the entirety of the spelljammers they're using for their shipping company. And although it's at a subsidized rate because it's through Bullionaire Bastion, they have to do all the maintenance and everything themselves, and it's costing them a lot of money to do that. So upon getting a whiff of this news, Bullionaire Bastion has a new proposal, seeing that they are an expanding company. They want to lease spelljammers to them, so Bullionaire Bastion will still own them, but in doing so, will cover all of the maintenance of the ships. In return, instead, for a modest cut on any of the business transactions that Nip and Ship does. And Dazel wants you to start it out at 16%, and it can be negotiated from there. But Dazel does not want it to fall below 12, should they want to lower it.
Oh, GG, easy. We have VIP. This is going to be no problem at all.
Oh, yeah.
There is a final point that I need to make you abreast of, Dazel says. To avoid any suspicions with this congratulatory team we are sending from the Bastion in order to meet with them, instead of having a full host of all 7 of you arriving at the doorstep, I relayed to them that I am only sending 4 of you.
Oh, God. Fuck.
I do intend for all 7 of you to go to the estate, but you will need to discuss between yourselves and choose 3 of you that will either remain in a hidden position, perhaps scoping out the estate itself, or finding some rather ingenious way to come up with a reason as to why you would be along with the 4 who are to arrive there. I never specified the names of the 4, so you may choose whomever you wish.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, is it the vaccine? We have 2 vaccines again, so they belong there already, right? Maybe they can just blend in with the crowd.
Ah, yes. Have them sneak into the party, blend in. Makes sense to me.
Best place to hide something is in plain sight.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, though. I'm not that good at sneaking, and
Well, that's the beauty of it. You won't have to. You'll just have to attend a party and drink. I'm sure you and your mother can accomplish that much.
Your mom's really well known in the tabaxi community, especially. I think you guys would have an invitation naturally. Nobody would ask questions.
She's been rather quiet tonight. I think she could pass off very well.
No, I could certainly do it, yes.
Speaking
wait, that's a good point. Can I do we know these tabaxi?
From the names, you don't know these tabaxi.
Okay.
You may have heard of the company Nip and Chip, but you haven't met individually any of the tabaxi that are a part of it.
Okay.
So these would be fresh faces.
But you could be a friend of a friend of a friend who invited you.
Sure.
Unless you want to be invisible, then I can make you invisible.
I can make myself invisible too.
There you go.
A lot of invisibility could go around. Well, that leaves one person that we'll need to exclude from the festivities, at least ostensibly.
Your best bodyguard in Bastion.
So you're in then, alright.
How long? So you guys got a talker, I'm assuming. Vip, you gotta be the talker? Gonna be the mouth of the...
I get to talk this time? Wow. What an awesome Yes, I'll do it.
You soaked up the information. You know what to tell them. I don't mind trying to blend in with the cats. I have a few things I could do to blend in. But I can only do it for an hour, so.
I don't want to throw my hat in prematurely, but I spent quite a bit of my life talking and dealing with the upper class. I would very much appreciate being in on this. If not, I'm okay roaming the streets.
Well, you got Angel Face, OBs, you, and Vip going in.
Very well. I admit I will probably stick out a bit at a party, so I should probably be in with the in crowd.
See, this is great. We totally prepared. Need the cats again. Going to a party, fitting in. And then
This is... I'm getting a sickening sense of deja vu all of a sudden. Girls' night out.
I will be preparing the care package, which will consist of a few trinkets as well as some strong spirits that you can share with them. In 24 hours, they are going to have this party of theirs, this meeting at their estate in Lux. I will give you their location and send a coach to retrieve each of you. The estate grounds is vast, so if you can each slip in through the coach, it is possible that before it reaches the front entrance, those of you who are not going to be the faces of this congratulatory team could disperse, should you want to scope the grounds out, as well as the estate proper.
Do you know if there will be any gold eye on security there?
I know that there will be no gold eye, as the Nip and Chip has hired its own tabaxi guards. So there will be guards on the premises, though none of the bastions.
Easy.
Right, easy.
I'm not privy to the number, however. It is a private estate. I also want to be clear, should there actually be a demon in the ranks of any of these tabaxi in this estate, I am not asking you to contend with them. We have people in high positions of power here in the Bastion who are powerful in many ways, and still we have found them minted. I would do absolutely everything possible to maintain the illusion that you are simply there to congratulate them and to further out a new deal.
There's a skull next to their health bar. I'm taking it.
Potentially.
What if things get hostile? Disengage or exterminate the problem?
Oh.
Oh, I like that word. Exterminate the
By
problem.
exterminate, what do you mean, Cassius?
I mean, do to them what we should do to quite a few other people running this city. Remove them, bottom of a lake, pile of ash, not coming back, that kind of thing. Or just leave them be and escape.
You can't just kill people doing business. They might not have nothing to do with it. Just be.
Do you do that often? I mean,
I don't know what you're talking about.
You should not. No.
Cassius, if you bring me any information that you have killed them, should you survive any of your encounters with them, that will not help in our investigations.
Apologies. Eager, you could say.
Killing the demon is one thing.
Watch too many of the moving pictures.
Oh.
Bring
I
them back.
also do not want word to get out that there was a murder at an estate and that any of you were involved. So discretion is absolutely necessary here. Specifically with this information you've shared regarding 2 other factions who seem to be chomping at the bit to take my position.
Indeed.
Until, but
Of course, but 2 that I currently have eyes on via
True.
you all.
all right. I'm ready to be a cat for an hour.
If there's not being more,
What's that, Obese?
was there anything else?
No, unless you have any further questions for me.
Go ahead, Vip.
Can I have a copy of that contract? For studying purposes.
We are taking it with us, yes.
Yeah, but can I have it?
I can make you a copy, yes.
Can I make a copy of your copy?
You can make as many copies as you want. I will make copy for you, yes.
I like this guy.
Dazel says, why?
Well, gotta play my part.
The fuck does that mean, fairy?
I gotta play my part. Got a lot of people looking at me to do a good job.
I will take it under the assumption that you are using this as a means to finalize the deal and not further your own ends. And allow you to make a copy if you wish.
You're gonna know if I do something to it.
But yes, I will provide you with a copy.
Perfect. See what I did there?
No. If I'm honest, I am very confused.
I said perfect, and I'm gonna go thoroughly inspect some tabaxi for this contract.
Well, this has been a pleasant evening, hasn't it, everyone?
Just one question. Just one.
Yes.
How long have you known your ferrymen?
You asking Dazel this or Vip this?
Dazel.
You mean those in the
No,
Bastion that
ferryman.
are...
The ferryman.
The boat captains.
Here.
The Eidolon.
I am aware of that particular one. and have known him for some time, enough to trust him to bring you here and back.
No, just curious, just trying to be safe. It would seem like that would be a wonderful position to be in. That's all.
Yes, it would. And so would being in the position of sitting in the seats that you're all in here yourselves.
I think the more we stick around, the more the tension gets a little more, you know, the room gets a little suffocating. So let's do our mission. Let's come back and we'll knock it out of the park then, all right? Let's get a little demon fiasco.
Kebab?
Yeah, sure.
What are you meaning by that?
Let's just do the fucking mission, come back, and maybe we'll have more answers.
Who are you accusing of? Actually, I see your point. Yes, we should go.
Yes. Let's leave before we bother Dazel further. Apologies for the bristling questions.
Whose questions were bristling?
All right, we're leaving. We will complete this mission to your satisfaction, of course.
The more questions, the better. But before you leave, we have not discussed pay.
Oh. Everybody sit down.
Raphael sits back down, yeah.
I'm still emotionally very up here. I will be back.
Provided that you are able to carry out this assignment without any catastrophic errors during it,
I see what you did there.
Oh, shit.
you will each be awarded 10,000 gold pieces.
10,000.
That is what I like to hear, and this is why we're here to do business for you professionally, and we will not fuck up, right? Everyone? No catastrophic errors?
But of course, as long as we trust each other implicitly.
Great. Wait, you said that? Listen, alright.
Find
Alright,
out
sit down.
what you can,
Yep.
either through the tabaxi's mouths themselves, or any documentation on the premises of the estate that may give any further insight to potential demons, whether that be the tabaxi themselves or perhaps any connections that even they may have. Once you have found out what you can, you will, of course, go meet and arbitrate, and then I will be contacting you afterwards.
Alright, sounds good. Nice doing business with you. Talk to you later.
Excellent. Raphael gets up and leaves, probably leaving not too soon after a piece.
All right. Dazel bids you guys well as you all leave.
What's a good tabaxi name I should have? Let's see.
Why, are you disguising yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be a ginger. I'm gonna be a ginger tabaxi.
Pretty good name.
Alright, done.
I think
Well-
that's a good place to stop for tonight.
Yes. An
So-
enlightening session with some enlightening answers from Dazel herself.
Did you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I use the Carbocoin on Manifa, since I'm not gonna have it next session, right?
Yes, you will not have it next session. But
Bummer.
go ahead and hold on to it, and then at the beginning of next session, we'll throw it to someone else.
Okay. Son of Truth.
Thank you, everyone, for stopping by and checking out the stream. I really appreciate it. Speaking of, I'm going to do some winners right now, because I said I was going to. And we're going to find who gets some free subs. Oh, there's an error loading a list of recent chatters. Try again. Wow.
Bummer.
Let me see here. 1, 2. Well, those are robots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see here. Somebody roll me a d6 3 times. If there's doubles, roll again. 2, 5, and 4. So let's see here. F Topair, Ice Wizards, and Lazy, you guys are gonna get some gifted subs. So thank you very much for stopping in and hanging out. I want to give you guys that for us hitting some really cool goals in terms of followers, both here on the Twitch channel and the Twitter. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, please give the channel a follow or maybe even a sub. All of that goes right back into the production of the stream. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested, I do streams outside of the Friday nights. I usually do a weekend stream here and there, but I definitely do a Monday and Wednesday stream, which is usually revolving around either DM prep or the lore of the world. So you can check out my schedule over on Twitter or just look at it here on Twitch under the schedule tab. If you are interested in the Patreon, go check that out. There's a whole bunch of cool things that will let you learn more about the world in terms of a digital guidebook of the world that we play in. There's cool swag there, and if you're interested in maybe you're hunting around for a decent DM to play a game with, you can definitely join in on our bi-weekly game. Right now, just Lazy is in there playing, so it's just me and him. So if you want to join in, there's still 5 slots left, and it takes place in this world. So there is going to be some characters and maybe even some events and worlds that kind of crossover between that stream and this stream that may have some fun stuff that happens. So I really appreciate you doing that, Lazy. And if anyone else is interested in that, just go check out the Patreon at patreon.com/GAWD_mode. Go check out my Twitter. All of my stuff, all of my socials is the same as the Twitch here, GAWD_mode. I got a Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all that good stuff. This episode will be out on YouTube a little bit later in the week if you're interested in watching this, but you can get it early if you're a Patreon member. So thank you guys so much. We will be back next week, hopefully with the full team. I was excited for this time, but I think I saw Kevin's post. He was unfortunately not able to join us, but maybe next time we'll get the whole party in here, because I feel like this is like perfect for him to be a part of. Which is kind of good that there was a lot of roleplay this session, because we didn't really even break onto the estate grounds, which is good. That'll have him have the opportunity to, you guys can all meet up hopefully together with everyone here, and we can discuss who's maybe going to be doing stealthy stuff and who isn't. So thank you guys so much for sticking around. I know we're past time. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be probably playing some Valheim tomorrow, so if you're interested in that, come stop by. In the meantime, I'm headed out. I will see you all guys next time. Make sure and stop by next Friday, because we play this every Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time or 6 p.m. Pacific. I love you all. Be